My holes!
No! Twitch blinked for a second. Ah, here it goes. Now we're live.
Dun, 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 dun. It is Saturday night and we're ready to fill your holes with freedom and democracy.
We're not playing Helldivers.
Oh, okay, fine.
We're playing heck floppers. I don't know.
Floppers. Oh,
yeah,
man.
it's like a belly flop, a heck flop.
Don't give my ideas. I look forward to the Helldivers things. Hey, everybody, we're getting ready for another LinuxGameCast. Just wrapping up the pre-super shows and for our awesome patrons. But we are going to be talking about hacking decks, thyroids, theoroids, zorioroids, no more FreeSync-ish monitors.
Useroids,
Nintendo sues Linux desktop market share is over 4%. Dozens
David
of us
Duchovny
out, and Marilyn Manson. And OBS is going to do something that's probably going to like fuck our show up for months because I'm going to try to make it work at some point. It's going to be awesome. Also, all of you who are emulating games, you're all filthy pirates.
Yar.
Yar har fiddle dee dee.
Yo, yar har fiddle. Man, who was I? See, all right, I had to get educated on a couple things. I didn't know the Glory Hammer lead singer went off and made his own band.
Oh yeah,
You've mentioned it a couple of times.
Yeah. There was beef. They broke up. Their first single was like a diss track for Glory Hammer.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
So his new thing is like a sword.
Yeah, his new thing is he's Prince Adam from He-Man.
Oh, okay.
That seems to be it. It's the keyboard player from Orden Ogan who's like writing all the songs and the music.
It was just there was like the riding on my laser
shooting dinosaur, yeah.
And like I was like, oh, that's cool. What's that? And I'm listening to it. And I'm like, that sounds a lot like fucking Glory Hammer, right? And I'm like, wait a minute, hang on. I'm like, oh, okay.
And Glory Hammer has a new singer now too. So
all right. It'd be kind of awkward if like they went on stage and it was just like no singer. Let me kick over to live. Boop. There we go.
Well, I mean, like it could have just been that like Glory Hammer ended, right? Like they could have just broke up.
Right. That's a whole genre, dude, of like fantasy nerd metal.
Oh yeah. Windrose, Necrogoblicon,
Dragon Force.
Dragon Force was kind of like
OG.
The OG of like, let's make music that like sounds like a video game.
Well, I saw what's his name from Dragon Force, the guitarist.
Herman Lee. Yeah, he's on Twitch.
He is. And like he just chills out on Twitch too. Yeah. I've watched a couple of his streams in the background.
Yeah, he's like, I'll do one Fire in the Flames cover a day. That's all I got in me. I can't I've played this song too many times. I just can't listen to it anymore. But like to his credit, like when you do like the bardcore ones or like some of the covers that like do original shit with him, he's like, all right, yeah.
Well, it's also one of his videos on YouTube, and he was like reviewing another band. He's like, all right, let's give them a listen, see if they're really metal. And I'm like, homie, you're Dragon Force. To see if they were legit, I think was his exact words. I was like, ah.
I saw a real fun clip of him where he's like watching someone like do a cover of Fire in the Flames, and he's like, what the fuck was I doing, man? When I was young, it was just shred. Now I gotta play this shit like every night.
That's a bitch to play, dude.
Yeah.
Like, watch click.
Yeah.
No, I like watching people try to play that on Guitar Hero too.
Yeah.
It's always fun. Did you ever play Rock Band?
No. Never got into those.
Twice.
They were everywhere.
A whole of twice.
We had a dude that bought like the drum kit and shit. Like we just wouldn't go over to his house because it was non-fucking stop the second you walked in the door. Like, let's play Rock Band. He was just desperate. Like, let's do it.
If you spent like $200 on all the peripherals, yeah.
Apparently they made one like with a real guitar.
Yeah.
It was a MIDI guitar. Fender.
I'm spacing on the name, but there's one that like you plug an actual guitar into it, and it's like it's supposed to like teach you how to play guitar and stuff.
Yes. Not guitar. Yeah, the Mad Catz band for wireless Fender.
Rocksmith, that's the one.
Guitar. My gi. With a tar.
Some clarified butter. Some tarry clarified butter.
No, man. Like mildly opaque butter is like the only butter. Transparent, yeah, butter. Clear butter.
Clarified butter, yeah. I don't know why it's called clarified.
What about, did you see the thing I posted in Discord, man, with the Dr. Pepper?
Oh yeah, the tea mix or whatever.
The coffee, yeah, it was like the doctor, who was it? Coffee made like an enhancer. That I got it backwards because I thought it was Dr. flavored, like
Dr.
coffee
flavored
creamer to put in like tea and shit like that. And I'm like, you know what? I'll try it. But no. This is shit that you pour into your existing Dr. Pepper to make it more something. Yes.
What?
Yes.
Because you want more caffeine in your Dr.
I want to
Pepper?
enhance my Dr. Pepper. That's what I need. It's not flavorful enough. It needs more.
It doesn't taste enough like cyanide. I need more of it.
It's called the dirty soda.
Oh, so it's a creamer. Okay, so it's a creamer for your soda.
Uh-huh.
I guess they just need something new to sell people, right?
I don't know. Like, I have no interest in this. It was flip.
Okay. So Pilk is a thing. Pilk is a thing that the youths are into. The Pepsi milk.
I don't know if it's the youths because I've been hearing about Pilk for about 20 years now.
Okay, maybe it was the youths when I was still young.
Yes,
I don't
when
know.
we were the youths.
We're old men now. I have literal gray in my beards. I'm like an actual gray beard now. It's kind of
like,
weird.
According to Nori, I have like 5 gray hairs on the left side of my head.
Do you just visually like refuse to process them, or is it like a mobility?
I don't know. Usually when I go to the bathroom and I have a look at my hair, it's like, okay, I see 2 of them. I don't know where the other 3 are.
I wouldn't mind like getting a bit more of the salt and pepper going.
Yes.
That's not the big one though. The coffee has nothing on
French fry perfume. Well, they're doing like the Whack Donald's thing now, where like it's legit becoming anime.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up McFries. Now you got to think about this, man.
Plum nori, seaweed, salt, garlic, black pepper, mayo, and regular salted fries.
Mayo seasoning.
Yes,
you know
the
what?
mayo perfume.
Yeah.
Look, I like mayo, but even
you like the smell of mayonnaise?
Yeah, I don't want to rub my face in mayo.
Is it the scent of eroticism?
I just got to go ahead and say,
mayonnaise?
man, like if your mayo has odor, toss that shit in the bin, dude.
I just like the idea that they're like, oh yes, this garlic flavored perfume. You know, that thing that you don't want your breath to smell like, where you want your shoulders and
That's
like
just too damn bad,
body to smell like. You're just gonna eat the person's.
Dude, I love I like the idea, the concept of aerosolized French fries. But no, French fries smell, dude. You just break that shit out and fuck with people. Like,
oh yeah, that's just how to make people hungry in a room, right? Like,
yes.
right? And they're just like, what's going on in here, man?
It's like, oh man, does anyone else want French fries? I want French fries. You can do the same thing with like apple pie scented shit. Everyone just wants a fucking apple pie, like. Yeah.
Oh man, your brain does that. Like when I buy like the apple cinnamon like fucking air freshener type things, I'll forget, and I'll come back in the house. And I'm like, damn, what's going on here? Oh right, never mind. Yeah, your brain is like, hey, something's cooking.
I always buy different scented air fresheners for the like the air wick thing we have in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
And every now and then Nori will replace it because it's empty. And I walk in the bathroom. Hello. It's like, what's that smell? And I have to take it apart. It's like, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, there was something to be said about
I
having
like
to
poking the candle when I was a kid.
poking the candle.
Stop.
What?
You know, like the little like scented like plastic encased candles with like the jelly thing on the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to like play with those as a kid because they were just weird and in the bathroom, and I was bored while I was pooping. Right, like.
Here's a pro tip for those things, dude. Like once they get all shriveled, take it out, flip that bitch upside down, put it back on. There's still some stank left in it.
Oh yeah.
I think the bacon candle would be a good filter, yes.
Bacon candles.
Just take bacon lard and make a candle out of it, yeah?
Well,
Just light a bunch of bacon grease on fire. It's the same thing, right?
what was the name of the? That was a peasant candle back in the day. Yeah, we're talking, back in the day, the medieval times. Tallow candles.
Yeah.
Because it's not like you could afford to have bees.
Okay, clarified butter is butter from which all milk solids have been removed.
I like my butter chunky.
So it's just liquid butter?
Well, it's like liquid butter that doesn't like solidify, I guess.
I don't know if I trust that shit.
Yeah, that just seems like a weirdly pasteurized yogurt.
It'd be like Skynet. Is this your B1000?
I mean, it is basically pasteurized butter, yeah. Oh no, it can congeal. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
well, I'm gonna have to rewrite this movie script. Yeah.
Still has some lactose in it, so it can technically still congeal.
It has a higher smoke point than regular butter. Okay.
Makes sense.
420 butter it.
Has a longer shelf life, and is good for people with lactose intolerance or casein allergies. Okay, that makes sense.
One thing I didn't realize is like you can get a THC infused poutine in Canada.
Interesting. Is
Yeah.
it like is it in the cheese curds or is it in the oil?
I didn't go that far.
The Please Stop Talking podcast was talking about it, and it's like, no, that's just a bad idea. It's gonna make you hungrier, and then you're gonna buy more, and you're going to get stupid high.
Yeah, but it's gonna be like an hour later. This is the most Quebec thing. Okay, so this is French Canada.
Oh, okay.
The Société Québécoise du Cannabis. Oh my god. Mon Dieu. Tabernacle.
The French words. The Society of
Cannabis enthusiasts or some shit.
Yeah. Quebekian Society.
I don't know this one
cannabis.
word. Well, what is the second word? If we gotta de-Frenchify, like
Québécoise?
Québécois.
It's from Quebec.
Yeah, this is just people from Quebec.
Right. So Society of Cannabis from Quebec. Yeah.
Yeah, the Quebec Cannabis Society. Yeah.
This is why my brain fuck French, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it follows the Latin position for verbs
structure.
and
Yep.
adjectives.
I get a goddamn
Not the
headache.
English one.
All right.
What is this, Nemo? Is this clarified butter? Is this ghee?
Never use synthetic hormones, so they use organic hormones. Gotcha. Toxic pesticides. Okay, so they use
as opposed to
non-toxic
those non-toxic
pesticides.
pesticides. Yeah, you know those non-toxic things that kill the pests. Okay, that is ghee. All right, thank you, Nemo.
He's something
You've really clarified the situation, but I'm so clever, you guys. Oh my god.
ghee.
Yeah, ghee.
Wait, that's a ghee.
Desi ghee. Yeah, it's like it's an Indian thing.
Oh, I know what fucking ghee is, dude.
I don't fucking know. I don't know what people know, man. Avid butter consumer Venstone. Oh.
Right.
I do like me some casein though. It's good stuff.
What happened to YouTube? Well, YouTube's too much of a pain in the ass to spool up. That's what happened to YouTube Live.
I'm all right with whey. I've been on a casein kick. It stays in your stomach longer. When you really need something to just shut your stomach up for an extended period of time, casein.
Clarified butter. So like lobster dip.
Yep. Welcome back to Linux Indian Food Cast, where we just talk about how hungry we are.
Traditional Indian lobster.
Massel's talking about vindaloo and curry.
I'm talking about lobster now. We've moved beyond that. Now we're talking about lobster.
No, we're doing lobster curry, motherfucker. It's happening. Fusion cuisine.
A lobster tikka masala. There you go.
That'd be
Instead
pretty
of
good,
chicken,
actually.
just lobster.
Yeah. I mean, lobster doesn't really taste like anything. It's a sauce delivery mechanism. So
Then why is it so fucking expensive?
artificial demands. They're sea cockroaches, man.
Oh, I know. I don't like seafood. It's just lobster is the expensive one. I don't fucking know why, but it is.
McDonald's had the McLobster here for a while.
That sounds like a fucking joke. I know I'm aware this exists, but it still processes my brain as a practical joke, right?
Yeah, I mean, in some ways
you walk
it
into
is.
fucking McDonald's and like, look, it's a McLobster. I'm like, all right.
I mean, it was a practical joke that was taken a little too far because now it's real. But like,
so it's
you know.
like Easter Island.
Yeah.
Just got out of hand, man.
Why did they just stop at burying them right up to their heads? Why didn't they just go all the way? Why don't they just bury their entire heads? Why just up to the neck?
I'm just imagining these mothers like, and that's the part that's really gonna fuck with them in a few thousand years.
Yeah.
We never think about that, do we? Like, I mean, modern humanity, like, those thoughts were around it. Like, oh, let's do something. We're not the one that we're sitting here having a conversation online in the future in 2024, but 3 millennia ago, there were some motherfuckers sitting around like, let's fuck with those bitches. And
Well, like once upon a time, like architecture and building things was like how you persisted ideas. That's what the Hunchback of Notre Dame is actually about. How like the written word has supplanted architecture as like the establishment of knowledge and culture. Yeah, once upon a time, you built something and it lasted, like the fucking pyramids or the pillars and shit, right?
that's because we used to build shit out of stone.
Yep. Things were built to last. It blows my mind. It always blows my mind that like the ancient Greeks just had like ruins and they're just like, yeah, those are from the before time. We have no idea what the fuck their deal is.
Oh yeah. Well, you imagine like living in a fucking society like this genuinely happened after the collapse of the Roman Empire, where you're effectively thrown back into, barely above hunter-gatherer. You're doing sustenance farming, like in a very rough way with no written education or anything. And you're doing this while there's fucking aqueducts going across valleys and shit, not knowing, like, who built these? What are these? Like, that level of engineering, like, this shit has happened in relatively modern times.
History marches on, man. Time is fucking weird and scary, and I don't want to think about it anymore because I'm gonna die. Let's talk about Linux.
I don't know, man. I was like, come on, Meteor.
Linux can stave off the oncoming ennui of the abyss.
What do we call is it an Autobot or a Decepticon that is a giant flaming meteor that destroyed civilization? What's his name?
I think it's called Medius Prime.
Meteorus Prime.
It's just called Meatwad. Oh man, I watched one of the new episodes of the Aqua Teen. It's okay. It's like more. It's the VR episode. That's the one I watched. No, that's when we call it the Metatron, when a giant Alan Rickman collides with the planet.
The Metatron.
It's anatomically correct as a Ken doll, baby.
Yeah, baby. That just makes me want more, goddamn. Shit. Angel TV show.
Oh,
Dr.
Good
Who.
Omens.
Good Omens, yeah.
Well, we're getting one more eventually.
Getting one more. I'm the Metatron. Like, goddamn, that movie's so good. I wonder how that fucking hits to like a 20-year-old now, man. Did they get pissed off that shit wasn't quite as bad? Really odds.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess the child is getting to that age. I guess I can show him Dogma. It's not going to be mind blowing. He's already an atheist, but like, I think like it was still kind of like a lot more low key religious back then. Now people are either like less religious or just more high key religious. They're like more overtly, I want to say.
I think we've just come up with the superior things to argue about.
Yeah, it's Facebook versus Twitter, man.
Yeah, man.
It's
Reddit IPOs. No, there's a good clip of Kevin Smith outside of a movie theater with the religious protesters protesting his own movie, being interviewed by the news reporter who was clueless about.
Yeah, unaware of that. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah. I like old Kevin Smith, but I can't listen to his reviews of anything because he's like, oh, you talk about stuff I like. That's all I got.
In university, I with one of my roommates, we did like a whole weekend binge of Clerks 2, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, Dogma, there, Mallrats.
Chasing Amy.
There might have been some Chasing Amy. I don't remember.
Jersey Girl. Cop Out.
I've seen Jersey
Cop Out,
Girl.
yes.
I'm not watching Cop Out. Chasing Amy and Mallrats were like two of my like. I didn't dislike them, but I never went back and like watched them.
I liked Mallrats, but that was like my first Kevin Smith movie was Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, so I had no fucking clue what it was just funny for funny's sake. And then I went back and I watched Clerks and Chasing Amy and Clerks 2, and I think I was just getting into Kevin Smith when Clerks 2 had just come out.
We went to watch Clerks 2 in the at the movies when it first came out. That's kind of what triggered the whole, okay, now we gotta do a binge of all the movies.
Sometimes you do like that. I mean, I definitely went down that path on, like, with Nicolas Cage movies. I had that thing of like, let's see how many of these I can dig up and find. Then you find, like, just good stuff, like Bringing Out the Dead. What the hell?
I need to get caught up on Nicolas Cage movies.
There's too many now.
I know.
You can't do it. Don't do it, man. It's too dangerous.
I'm just gonna turn into Nicolas Cage.
Blah.
It's gonna be like Face Off. He's gonna be running around with my face. I'm gonna be running around with his face. And somehow we're gonna like be the same height, even though.
All right, it's about 9. About time to.
Now, like the scene in Clerks 2 of Star Wars versus Lord of the Rings. That whole spiel, that was pretty good.
The one thing that stays in my mind from Clerks 2 is Kinky Kelly and the Sexy Stud. Wait, I thought you were Kelly. No, I'm Kelly. This is the Sexy Stud. Or no, the donkey was Kelly, and he's the Sexy Stud.
No. Yeah, I remember. I'm like, that
I'm sorry, Jesus.
Oh, that kid was so good as Elias. Oh my god.
I mean, there's a bunch of new, like, Yoga Hosers, like, yeah, I never even thought about watching that. Like, I barely watched Tusk.
I watched the Jay and Silent Bob reboot. That one was okay. It kind of the ending kind of lost me, but like,
I feel like those movies are going to sit better with like group watching and substances.
Yeah.
Donkey, exactly, Turbo. Donkey.
Yes. Yeah, the fucking second episode of the Clips show where they just keep flashing back to the first episode. That was pretty good. Because they only have the one episode. They're still stuck in the freezer.
All right. You guys need to do a bye break?
I'm gonna urinate.
All right.
I have peed before.
Can flabulate. I'll go top off my keg in a second.
I know of the existence of the Jay and Silent Bob cartoon, but I never watched it. Not. Nothing. I don't even know if I ever watched Chasing Amy. Because I'm trying to go through the movies that we watched that entire weekend, and I don't think Chasing Amy was one of them. So I might have to go back and realign my chakras, as it were. There we go.
Kinky Kelly and the Sexy Stud.
I'm the Sexy Stud.
Yeah, the vivid description of fucking Sam bricking in Frodo's mouth or whatever. Yeah. Oh man, fucking Earthquake and Wanda Sykes. And fucking Randall with fucking him screaming. I don't want to say it because it is an actual racial slur, but
yeah, no,
like,
we're taking it back.
Baby, you can't taste the racism. That's my favorite fucking line. I'm not gonna buy food from racists. Baby, you can't taste the racism.
Nah, it's okay. I'm taking it back.
No, I'm walking back in the room and I'm like, Donkey, right.
Donkey, yeah.
Donkey. I see the gift in the Discord. I'm like, right. Yep. Okay, that was good. That was good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hang on.
Oh yeah, and Rosario Dawson got mayonnaise in her vagina. That's the other thing I remember. You never go ass to mouth. There's some good shit in Clerks too.
Yes.
Man, I'm glad I don't have any like super hardcore OCD, dude. Like this light strip LED on the floor that you can't see.
Sure.
It's set to white light. Except for 3 fucking LEDs right here in the middle. They're like, I'm going to do yellow. Interesting failure state.
That's the blue in the RGB. Whoa. That's just going, nah.
Basil, wasn't that Doug Funny's love interest, Fanny Mayonnaise?
Killer tofu. The beats. Patty mayonnaise.
Patty, yes.
Patty.
I'm proud of you two for getting that. I wasn't sure either of you were going to, because I'm like,
I remember because that was
did either of you actually watch Doug?
Yes, it was a dub cartoon on Portuguese TV. Yes.
Oh, Linux Nero, you got Blackmagic gave those away for free if you bought a copy of DaVinci Resolve. That's the speed editor, which is DaVinci Resolve. They were like, you have the edit page, which does what you would expect, but they came up with this cut page. They're trying to get everybody to fucking use it, and that thing's like built for that, and no one wants to use it. So
now I have a question. What is the Elden Ring speedrun on that thing?
You could probably get up to some shit with that.
You can play Elden Ring with that because it has enough buttons. Yeah.
There's enough buttons there. Yeah, that's what I mean. You could like use the jog wheel to dodge. That's your dodge roll.
Yeah,
yeah, dude, that'd be dope as hell.
Just use it as a analog stick. Yeah.
I want the $500 keyboard version of that, but it's a $500 fucking keyboard, and they can get wrecked. Which is better because it used to be $1,000 keyboard, same keyboard. They just cut $500 off the price of it. They're like, okay, people aren't that dumb. All right. Got the thing. How we doing? Battery's running a little low. God damn it. Yeah. Let me go pop the battery and it'll be 2 seconds and we'll hit go.
I mean, if that speed editor, it doesn't send regular keyboard inputs, but sends like F13 to F32 or something, it might be useful. Just have, more keys.
One of these there's like 1 through 9, so I think at least the middle part is just a numpad.
Probably. Yeah. Trying to see if there's like a modifier key to go from.
Is there STL definitions for this? Can we get it in Steam Input? Can we get a configurator for it in Steam Input?
That's the thing. If it just shows up as a generic keyboard but sends different keys.
No. I want the jog wheel to show up in the Steam UI.
Unfortunately, no, it won't, because that shit's locked down with their own proprietary bullshit.
It needs drivers.
I've already looked into this, but I was already thinking about it. I was thinking about it with the jog dial. Like, how could we make this a good comedy bit? Fucking Doom, because you can't look up and down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
You can use that for your directional spin.
Or Wolfenstein, yeah.
Yeah, before they have jump. We're going to be talking about directional buttons in just a minute. Okay. Now are we good? We need to bring back those keyboards, man. Logitech needs to bring back the keyboards with all the bullshit built into it. Scroll wheels and LCD displays and just bullshit knobs.
All the macro keys and shit, yeah.
Yeah,
I have a G15 somewhere. It's the OG one with the LCD screen at the top.
Nice. Okay. Boop. And outro music locked. Hit a record button. Hey, it records. Let's do a show. And welcome back to another Linux Gamecast Weekly, the show that covers the latest Linux gaming news, reviews, how-tos, and most importantly, whatever the hell else we come up with. I'm Old Man Vin, piloting our little starship that's not in the stars, nay, it's in beautiful downtown Athens, Georgia, joined every week by Jordan Swang, the man with the whatever the hell that is in his hand.
What is it indeed?
No one cares. Pedro Mateus joins us all the way from the Isles of Britannia, and you at home, Shot Realm, Dynamic Albinus Form, Cocaine, Voltron. Gentlemen, we need to take a moment and pay our respects to the glorious thing that is Jordan Swang's new PlayStation controller.
Oh my god, so pink!
It's so pink.
Introduce Juicy.
Yeah, the Juice Shock, the Juice Sense 5, I think we're gonna call it. I guess I got to change the name of it in Steam Input so that it identifies as the Juice Sense. But yeah, no, I got it for free because we cashed in a bunch of points for like coupons and shit. We got a bunch of gift cards, and you got to spend them all at one go. So, yeah, this ended up topping off our bunch of cleaning supplies. And
I am kind of curious though, man. Like, that's the new PlayStation 5 controller. Have you used it anything or?
I dicked around in Borderlands very briefly with it.
Yeah.
Or Tiny Tina's Wonderland. But then, because that's a first-person shooter, I immediately switched back to keyboard and mouse, like a sane person.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, but it did work. It did pick up. It worked out of the box. I mean, these days, like it's not like the early days where they're like, we kind of have this driver working.
Where Steam literally went out of its way to say, no, this isn't a DualSense, this is a DualShock 4, and it's going to use those drivers.
Well, and now it flags features for DualSense as well. Yes. So yeah. So now I get to play around with that. It's neat. And my main motivation for this is that Bluetooth still doesn't work on this guy. So.
Aww. Aww.
But I'm all current on my controllers now. I have all current gen controllers.
But you're rocking and rolling on Thursdays with Tiny Tina. Still looking for some people to come join it?
Yeah, we're going in with Jalad. I think we're almost at the end of chapter 2. I don't know. I never know how long these games are because there's like always a shit ton of side quests, and they're like, oh well, you need to be level X in order to go to the next thing. So probably about like little close to the halfway point. I'd hazard a guess. So yeah, if you want to join in with that, just ping me in Discord and 7:30 on Thursdays.
Yeah. How about you, Pedro Mateus?
I've been basically trying to eke out the last bits of content out of New World before the update that's coming on the 12th drops. So yeah, I've done most of the, like, a party is mandatory, so I just queue up to play with randos. But there's a couple of expeditions, that's what they call them, that no one queues up for. I don't know why, I'm kind of curious now. They're high-level ones, too. You'd think that people would want to do the high-level ones to get the better shit, but apparently not.
Get a bunch of people in there, like, grinding. Is there like, a gray market economy for that game, or just not enough people?
There's not enough people playing, and there is a like an auction house in the game, like all MMOs have, and everything is stupidly expensive. Like the stuff you might actually want to use is stupidly expensive, and you can't make any money in that game because everything costs money. You craft an item, you have to pay a tax on the station. You put anything up for sale, you have to pay a tax on both putting it for sale and then on the actual sale price. So
it's like South Korea.
It effectively, yes.
for Twitch, yeah.
It's like the most Amazon game that you can think of because everything's fucking taxed.
I don't know, man. What if they have like Forging Prime, where you pay a yearly subscription?
Well, can you hook in your Amazon Prime subscription? Can you Prime to win? Can you do like secret double Prime?
Oh, no, man. If you have Prime Gaming, which if you're paying for Prime, you do. You can get some like furniture for your house and some cosmetic bullshit.
Gentlemen,
okay,
I got a new thing.
A thing?
Focusrite.
Also red, yes.
No. You see, it was different. Look, the logos went through a goth phase.
It's Friday. It's in love.
No longer white. It is now nice and shiny black. This is the new Focusrite Generation 4. I was looking around, I was like, has anybody done like the Linux thing? Because I know these the new kernel support is landing in 6.8. And I'm like, all right, well, hey, let's go plug this in and poke it with a Linux stick. And I'm going to get up to that probably this upcoming week. Oh, stay tuned for that. Even like if you get a Generation 1, 2, or 3 YouTuber special, 2 in, 2 out, and yeah, we're going to find out. It's got some a little more brains than the old ones do, so that should be interesting to play around with. And also for my brothers and sisters with their FireWire audio interfaces, I was informed I still need to make a ruling on the field about FATO support.
Yeah, apparently, director of desktop at Red Hat is now requires your seal of approval. The Lord of FireWire.
I am holding up progress.
The steward of Gondor over here eating your tomatoes like a little bunny rabbit.
What? You're not going to sing for me?
Pedro, sing for the man.
Damn it.
Attacking the hobbits to Isengard. What?
Wrong song. We should have never taught the horse how to sing.
I tried, but it turns out the horse is a mezzo soprano, and I'm not going to try and hit those notes. It's the Steve of the week.
Yes. And as as beta client updates go for the Steam Deck, this one is fairly small in the amount of things they've introduced, but they've introduced a fairly important one. If you've played games ever, you may remember that games didn't really used to have mouse look, as it were. So there used to always be a button that was center view, which would just make your character look at, the horizon bit. And, Steam Input now has a thing that does that without the game necessarily having that itself. So you can have the reset to horizon, as they're calling it, under the mouse actions. And yeah, it'll look all the way down and then 90 degrees back up. There, done. That's
nice, Yes, especially when you're playing first-person shooter games with the controller. You can sometimes get yourself in a little bit of a weird spot when you're jiggling your analog stick around, especially when you throw gyros into the mix. So just being able to snap back is very, very.
Yeah, nice. I got to think about it, and I'm like, this would have been real handy and interesting. I don't know when this thing was out.
Oh yeah, right.
My beloved Steam controller, but yeah, 100% more reset horizon action. And yes, where the hell was that for my Steam controller? Like, that would have been so much easier.
Well, that and the gyros. It had the gyro capability, and they didn't fucking turn it on until much later.
Right, we had to discover the hidden functionality of dude, but this still counts as a macro, you cheaters. It's not very democratic of you to use this. I was kind of surprised, though, because Helldivers 2 get a mention in this, and they're like, yeah, it's people are having a problem. Like, you're playing Helldivers 2 in your Steam Deck. You were brave, man. Like,
I guess, yeah, for playing over Wi-Fi. I don't gameplay wise, you could probably get away with the controller, but like, yeah,
it is a third person shooter, so it's probably, and Sony's involved with it. If it's not a Sony game,
it's
strictly like, talking about the Smearovision quality that you're going to end up with by the time you get it running on a Steam Deck, man.
I mean, yeah, you just run it on 480p low. It's fine.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, it looks fine.
I mean, it's only an 800p screen, so yeah,
on a 7-inch screen, yeah, it looks fine.
That's not our only Steam Deck news. We got to talk about hackathons. Romeo said Vicious from our Discord dropped this into the.
Yeah, this got a plug on Dextero, and this is from our Reddit post because it was a slow news day on February 28th. But yeah, someone brought their Steam Deck to a hackathon, and they wrote a job interview app on there.
Why does they get Windows on it?
I know, right? Man, it's the bottom right hand side. It looks so much like fucking Windows 10. It throws me off every time I got to do a double take. We were talking about this. We're like, yeah, it turns out that like it is kind of the Microsoft Linux desktop environment because it's one of the only desktop environments that has permission to look like that from Microsoft. But anyways, yeah, this guy hooked up his Steam Deck to a dock with a keyboard and a monitor, and turns out that, you know, even on Steam Decks, Linux is a pretty decent development platform. You know, you got a cockpit, you got like toolbox and stuff, and you have a decent development environment. You don't really need much. You could have a text editor and a compiler or whatever and build your app. And yeah, this is what this guy does.
Most everything is a flat pack anyway, so just load up Discover and away we go. And yeah, with a portable monitor, he's using a slightly less than portable monitor, but like an external monitor and a keyboard, it could very well win against laptops, at least the ones without dedicated GPUs. And battery-wise, even as bad as the battery is in the OG deck, people still manage to get over 8 hours of Dead Cells, actively playing Dead Cells on it, which is significant productivity-wise, because you usually have to have a much lower power CPU laptop, like a Chromebook or a MacBook, which when you compare it to a MacBook, it's like, oh, so it has a similar battery life to a MacBook, but it's a $400 machine. Okay, 500 or 600 with the mouse and the keyboard and the dock and the display, if you want to have a bigger screen. But yeah, it that's still a pretty good price, in my opinion.
I don't know, man. I mean, he won an award because he got like a job interview crafting was part of the one of the applications for Hackathon.
You build an app that you could like submit for a job interview or something. Yeah.
I think that's pretty dope. But like he brings up like the disadvantages, to quote him, we're just getting it set up. You know, he's used to Ubuntu, the Steam OS. It uses that custom Arch distribution. That got me thinking, man. Is there just a regular like productivity? You know, all business, no game distribution.
It's called Hollow ISO.
No.
Don't you know?
Nah, man. Like I want something that's. I don't want any of these damn games on my Steam Deck, man. I'm trying to get work done, Jordan.
So then you want Haiku?
Yeah, you can run Haiku on your Steam Deck. But Nobara has. Nobara has a. Eggy has gone out of his way to make sure that Nobara works on the Steam Deck, so you can have an actual distro that's not purely SteamOS.
Flat packified.
Yes.
All right.
And again, what do you call it? The Fedora project, they put out like a toolbox container, which is basically just like you run it and then it's just a full development environment that persists.
I mean, I can definitely get behind that, man. But I mean, what's like the real feasibility of this though? Because like when I think about the Steam Deck, it's like you could use that in a pinch, man. Probably not the best. I don't know if you always want to show up to a laptop fight carrying your Steam Deck, especially when you consider the things that you really need in order for it to be a productivity tool, like the monitor, like a keyboard, and I don't know.
Well, and the guy was saying like this was kind of just a challenge. He said to himself, can you do this on a Steam Deck? And like, yeah, you know, if you're actually trying to like sit down and make something, a laptop is probably the better option. But if you only have one machine,
I mean, like I said, works in a bunch, right? Yeah. Like you can definitely get stuff done. Would you ever consider trading in on? Would anybody? Hey, leave us a comment if you would consider trading in your laptop for Steam Deck, or maybe you already have, or maybe you're just like never buy a laptop.
I would trade in my work laptop for a work desktop. Honestly, I would rather have like a desktop PC for as like a work machine.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily trade a laptop for a Steam Deck, but I would absolutely, if I had a gaming laptop with, you know, big bulky power supply and loud fans and a dedicated GPU, I'd trade that for a Steam Deck and then get a stupidly cheap laptop just for everything else. So all the games would be confined to the Steam Deck and use the laptop for everything else.
I mean, those laptops are basically just desktops that you get to pick like what wall you're chained to.
Yes.
Well, that's why you need to buy the new Apple, whatever it is.
Fucking whatever it is. Right?
Hey, man, listen, if you would like to have a laptop priced as a desktop.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Let's go ahead and talk about some new games we have this week, starting with thyroids. Everybody loves them some thyroids, or Theria? Theria?
Theria makes sense.
It's in a role play game. Unique combination of dynamic exploration, turn-based combat, crafting. What does this look like? I don't know. To me, my untrained eyes. What is this? Well, I don't know. It looks like you're running. It looks like Pokemon with some. What was the game you used to like to play, Jordan?
Darkest Dungeon.
Yeah. Kind of getting that
it
vibe
looks
from this.
very Darkest Dungeons, like JRPG meets Darkest Dungeons is Weeaboo's Dungeon.
Yeah, I think the idea is like you catch you can acquire different party members.
Can
based on
Weeaboo
where
be
you
used
go.
as an action verb, or is it strictly a noun?
Well, no, it's I weeb.
It's a
you weeb, he
qualifier.
weebs,
Okay.
she weebs, they
It's
weeb.
an adjective.
Weeabooist.
Yeah, weeb is the verb form. Don't weeb at me.
All right.
Yes.
I'll weeb you to death. That kind of thing. Yeah, but
you
yeah, weeb you to death. That's the show title, man. Yeah, but yeah, you gather your fighters and you need to like select what you're bringing based on where you're going, which is a neat little twist to it. The one complaint I saw in the review is that like the content is very limited. They have 2 acts planned and they might do a 3rd one for the final release. Also, the recommended GPU is a GTX 1080, which seems a wee overkill for pixel graphics.
Is it
find out.
12?
You can find out though, because they have a demo that you can download.
Yes.
You know, if you're thinking, nah, man, I'm going to get away running this on my iGPU, you download it, try it out. This is why demos
You need
are
a
so
1060
important.
at least.
Yeah, right.
Jeez. There's some HD pixels.
You say stuff like that, but I mean, we can all raise our hand. How many times have we like went to play a game, like a very basic, simple looking game, and all of a sudden you're like, really?
What are you doing?
We gotta do ray tracing on every single voxel. Minecraft.
Up next.
Zoria. I don't
More
think there's
fantasy.
any other way that I can say that name. So it's just
Zoriah?
Zoria. Yes.
Zori? Oh.
Zuri? No, the Zoria Age of Shattering. It's out now, as the little thingy indicates, and it got my hopes up because I started reading the blurb. It's like a squad-based tactical RPG with fluid turn-based combat, outposts, and followers management. It's like, ooh, it's like medieval fantasy XCOM. Yeah, no, the combat's more typical of your Western style turn-based RPGs, like the old Icewind Dale. I'm trying to think of.
Yeah, I kind of get like a Satellite Rain vibe from it, where it's like persistent overworld turn-based things, but you still like walk around and can still like interact with things in like realish time.
Yeah, Time Scroll saying Neverwinter in chat, but it's Neverwinter was always like the fluid semi turn-based, because yes, the turns are there, but they're always ongoing, and you have no like per turn actions like this game seems to have. So I don't know.
One thing it adds that I like, that I wish more games of that ilk had, is dispatch missions, where if they give you a bunch of party members, you should be able to like send the surplus ones on like missions, and like you have to like identify what kind of skills or whatever you need, otherwise they're gonna fail. But like it was always a nice little feature that I enjoyed, where you could just like especially out of like Final Fantasy Tactics, and this game has it, which is always good.
I don't know, man. I'm taking a look at it, and like it to me, it kind of looks like Baldur's Gate 3, but like on a little bit of a budget, or maybe with like a mid 2010 era graphics mod.
2010s-ish. Yeah,
yes.
that's about
retro vintage. Let's just call it vintage graphics mod.
Well, it's like Nirvana being classic rock now, right? It's
like I don't even ironically say that anymore. I've accepted that at this point.
It's true.
1994 was 30 years ago.
Yep.
Black Sabbath is oldies. Fight me.
It's only $24 though.
Yeah.
I mean, it is single player only. Keep that in mind. But I mean, it looks very well done, competently done. And again, it's $24. It's not $59.99 or $300 Canadian or whatever it is this week.
Yeah,
it's
play this one if you want the turn based, and play Last Epoch if you want the hack and slash real time combat.
Mm-hmm.
How many of us have FreeSync monitors?
I do.
Well, it's always been kind of dodgy. Okay, here's a better one. How many of us intentionally bought a monitor for FreeSync?
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, no. We got no hands on that one.
Yeah, so Pedro, this is your story.
Yeah, the apparently the requirements for FreeSync are changing. AMD have adjusted the minimum requirements for 1080p and 1440p displays to have 144 hertz refresh rates or higher. So, if you are one of those people who, like myself, have a UHD monitor, an LG, I can remember the model name, that is 3840 by 2160, and it has FreeSync, it advertised FreeSync at the time, between 42 and 60 hertz.
Pedro, that sounds too easy to keep track of. Let's break this shit down into 3 tiers.
Yes.
Premium and Premium Pro. Oh boy.
Yeah.
What about the Platinum Edition?
That's DLC, man.
And Knuckles. Super FreeSync Premium Pro and Knuckles Extreme EX.
And there's also, don't forget the distinction between monitors and TVs and laptops. Because laptops can still have 40 to 60 hertz. That still qualifies as FreeSync. It's just if you have a TV, it has to be greater than 3440 horizontal resolution and a max refresh rate greater or equal to 144 hertz. So I suppose my 1440p 2560 by 1440 144 hertz TN panel that can still advertise FreeSync, although this one is also G-Sync compatible. Because when I still had the 1080, it showed up in the NVIDIA control panel. It's like, you have a G-Sync compatible monitor. It's like, oh, how about that?
TIL. It's been kind of strange, man, when we think about this, because like we all said, we all have FreeSync monitors, but none of us like bought a FreeSync monitor with the intention of like FreeSyncing all over the house. No, we didn't. It's just something that was like an added bonus. And we're 9 years after FreeSync has come out, we're getting something that resembles a slightly, if you squint, it's kind of a standard. Why? Because it is kind of important. I went and looked up, like, this is a business monitor that I have right now, my big chunkus Acer monitor. It has FreeSync on it, but the range is something like between 50 and 73 FPS. Fucking useless, like a lot of monitors that have FreeSync on it, like technically, which is why I think nobody's ever really actively went looking for it. And if you were, you had to like read the fucking fine print. You couldn't just get a FreeSync monitor, because it could be like, oh, look, boy, that's completely useless. Now at least they can put the branding on these things and get them certified to some, and it makes a little more sense when you think about like the NVIDIA at least trying to keep quality control with the G-Sync shit. Even when it became software, they're like, nah, motherfuckers, you gotta hit between this and this.
Well, and like to your point, like again, like they had FreeSync monitors everywhere. Like it was just a thing. Like, hey, this monitor supports FreeSync because DisplayPort does support variable refresh rate with like plus minus 15 hertz or whatever. So like, yes, they all can technically do it.
All right.
Whether or not they can do it well is another question entirely. But that was always kind of AMD's shtick, is like, oh well, we'll kind of hit the lowest common denominator just so that like. We can say that, hey, we have X amount of units out there that support FreeSync or whatever, and just to like artificial
and everything, even like this little 13.5 inch desktop monitor thing I have, it FreeSync was on the package. I'm like, that means nothing.
And yeah, you turn it on, and again, like the variable refresh rate is like minimal at best, and you're like, what was the point of this?
It hit the previous requirements, so they just slapped the FreeSync on. It's a feature. It's a feature.
Does anybody have a G-Sync anything?
No, I've not made up money.
I don't
know. No. Again, G-Sync compatible. This 2560 by 1440 screen. That's
how do you even like? I've never bothered to like look, other than like I know these monitors are capable of it. Like I've never went to enable it. Oh, like what is the step under Linux to do that, Pedro? Like you just plug it in and it works?
Yeah, you plug it in. If you're using the forceful composition pipeline, you may run into some issues.
Then I'm not using it.
Very much suggest disabling it.
Yeah, wrecked.
Yeah, it is shows up as adaptive sync in the NVIDIA control panel under the resolution.
Yeah, it's on the resolution picker.
Is it really I mean, have you run into situations where you're like, oh, thank Flying Spaghetti Monster for this FreeSync?
I tried it and I had to disable the variable refresh rate on this monitor because KDE can do it. It can do it out of the box, so you just tap it on and it works just fine. But then if you run into a game that it starts running poorly, like you're coming out of a loading screen and it's just at the bottom of like the 24 FPS limit that this monitor can hold for the variable refresh rate, you can physically see the flickering of the frames because it's adjusting the refresh rate down to 24 hertz. So you can fucking see it.
What? I mean, it just sounds like free bonus seizures.
Yeah, it is. That's why I had to turn it off.
I mean that'll turn your Armored Core 6 just straight up into battle seizure robots.
But like, I mean, I genuinely curious. Like, what is the like real advantages of like FreeSync? Does it just make things smooth when?
Yeah,
it's both anti-tearing and a smoothing effect because the monitor is refreshing with each frame.
Yeah,
so it always shows the correct frame because it's refreshing with each frame, and it looks smoother because the refresh is happening as the frame changes.
The idea is you get some smooth-ish gameplay even though you're not like hitting 60 or whatever. It doesn't. Yeah, you don't get any.
Or if it fluctuates a lot and the monitor can't support it, then you can see.
So I mean that's available in the Steam Deck though too, right?
Yes, actually, I believe so.
Variable rate, doesn't the OLED at least have like a variable rate?
No, you can lower the refresh rate on the Steam Deck, but it's not variable refresh.
Why wouldn't you put that in the Steam Deck, Valve?
The hardware definitely supports it for sure.
Probably, yeah. It's just probably a flickering thing because it's low performance, so it's bound to cause some flickering if they enable it.
It's FreeSync's been a thing since like GCN, right? And
it's 9 years old,
RDNA too. So like, ostensibly the computer can do it. It's just a matter of they're not turned on in the handheld.
What if Valve release a Steam Deck with a G-Sync? Piss people off.
Well, that NVIDIA Steam Deck would be too close to a Nintendo Switch, and that's the problem.
Oh no.
Yeah. Okay. we got to talk about it. We were all hopeful last week. Our hopes have been dashed on the rocks like the heads of so many Spartan babies. It's settled. Yuzu is going to pay 2.4 mil to Nintendo because they realized that they did a bad by enabling piracy, and they realized that they're hurting innocent people, specifically Nintendo employees, and that they've changed their minds, and Yuzu is going to disappear forever. They're going to stop developing it. They're going to stop distributing it, and then they're going to go away. So didn't go to court, got settled out of court, and rampant speculation abounds. I mean, it seems pretty obvious. Either they have some very incriminating messages in their Discords that were basically like, yeah, we're enabling piracy. Or, again, you have to fight Nintendo, who has a effectively infinite legal budget. And even if you could find lawyers to back you up and do this pro bono, you need to execute your legal case perfectly to have a chance of winning, because it goes to like some random judge anyways. So yeah, not worth fighting. They decided to cut their losses, and no more Yuzu.
Yeah, I mean, they said, effective as when this was originally published today, they will be pulling their code repositories, discontinuing Patreon accounts and Discord servers, and soon shutting down our websites. We hope these actions will be a small step towards ending piracy of all creators' works.
Yeah, so some of this message though, it's like definitely written as if there was a $2.4 million gun pointed at their heads. But we now see our projects can circumvent Nintendo's technological prevention measures and allow users to play games outside of authorized hardware. They have led to extensive piracy. We've been deeply disappointed that our users are using our software to pirate games.
So what does this mean for you at home? Well, kids, check it out. Yuzu and what came as a shock to some people, Citra, gone. That was 3DS emulator, right? Yeah. So your basic summary is they've just agreed to shut down everything, like I just said, man. And about that 2.4 million, I've been seeing a lot of this running around online. People going, how did they have $2.4 million? I don't know if
Patreon was doing very well.
They were pulling in about, 30 grand a month, somewhere around there. But I don't think they're ever going to have to pay, hopefully, for them, $2.4 million. A little bit of background knowledge with this stuff. Usually how a deal like that works, pretty straightforward. It's the perfect scare tactic. Nintendo comes in and says, all right, check this out. This is how this is going to work out. Because this is a suggestion, even if like Nintendo doesn't have to get money from them, there's no legal requirement for this from Nintendo, they can say, all right, pull all your shit. You just disappear. Go away. Websites, code repositories. I don't want to hear a peep from you for fill in X amount of years. You do that, then we're good. We're solid. You don't owe us anything. It's that incentive to, that switch of Damocles. Yeah.
Yeah.
The hangover, just to, make sure you get that compliance you were looking for. And that's a good way to do it. And it was kind of shocking to see, because the day before this was announced, we got, somebody pulled up a docket and said, hey, they've retained legal counsel. And less than 24 hours later, the user was like, fuck this, we're out. And you could imagine like a lawyer looked at it and said, get the fuck out of this. Like, just.
Yeah. It's not going to end well for you. No.
Right.
They folded really quickly. They clearly didn't want to fight it, and there's a lot of rumors and speculation going on the internet that apparently they had access, allegedly, to ISOs, not just of Zelda, because we know that one leaked early, but other games that they shouldn't have had access to before then, which is why it tended to work so well, and why they kept bragging about, ooh, this game, it runs day one. And they probably didn't want that coming out into the light during discovery. So, all right.
Yeah, because that is definitely in violation of like computer fraud and safety stuff. Like getting unauthorized copies of proprietary software. That is definitely something they're going to eat shit for.
And listen, I understand the argument. It could be like, that sounds like Nintendo's security problem. Like, you're not wrong.
But
it absolutely is. But
two wrongs do not make a right.
Yeah, I mean, to that point right there, I was like, if you see the bag of money, it's not yours. Don't mean you can take it.
Yeah, you should attempt to return the wallet. This is in another way Nintendo wins, because this is already having a chilling effect on other emulator projects. There were some posts on Reddit where people were like, yeah, I'm working on like my own Nintendo DS emulator, and I've decided to shut down my Patreon because I don't want to attract any unwanted attention, which is what Nintendo wants ultimately. They want to put the kibosh on this. Yeah.
It's control. Like, and you might think like Nintendo sued that other dude a couple of years back for like his wages are going to be garnished until the end of days for like running a ROM site. That's because Nintendo wanted to make a fucking example of somebody, and they had that one like locked down. Again, this was kind of squishy. Nintendo didn't really want to go to court, and I'm sure legal counsel that was retained. They walked in, and Nintendo knew how this was going to play out, because dude's like, all right, you guys have made some money off this. You want to keep that money, or do you want to lose it all? Those are your two options, and they're like, okay, we'll do what was it. And it's sad to see, but
it is what it is, right?
You fly too close to the sun on that
so it didn't really set a legal precedent.
Nope. Everything came up Mario on that one for Nintendo. And they're like, yep, that played out how we needed it to. Next, hey, buy our new Switch, which people will. I bet the new Switch will have G-Sync.
I don't know if it'll have G-Sync, but it'll definitely have DLSS.
It'll have NSYNC.
Baby, it's just gonna have like a little tiny Justin Timberlake in there.
Yes. Dude, that's new Nintendo startup sound. Shh, secret.
Cause it ain't no lie, baby, bye.
On behalf of LinuxGameCast LLC, I apologize for.
No. This is Pedro's audition. He wants to replace Joey Fatone in NSYNC.
No, I'm just like, what was it? Tom Cruise, was that like where he slid across in the socks?
Oh yeah, risky business.
I just imagine that with Pedro, but he falls and snaps his neck.
Oh no, he just keeps sliding and sliding and sliding and sliding.
Oh, it goes by again.
Yeah, it's like fucking Pac-Man. then he gets eaten by a ghost.
What are some other good Nintendo Switch emulators out of like Ryujinx?
Ryujin X is the other one.
Yeah.
I bet they're like, I'm curious. We haven't heard hide nor hair from them. I think they're like trying to keep their heads down and like not attract attention to themselves.
What do they have on us? What's like the really bad stuff we've done? Do we have any? No? Cool. Shut your fucking mouth and just don't say anything.
Don't talk about it. Don't look at them.
Even when we come back to like the Yuzu was very like I honestly don't know what on like Yuzu's Discord or anything like that, but like their front facing what I read, like Yuzu was like we're not going to tell you how to pirate anything. We're not going to show you how to hack your like Git keys and shit like that. Like they were very upfront about that. I don't know about any other emulators, but this is an open source project. Like you can't kill the snake by cutting its head off. It doesn't work like that. Like now
everyone's cloned that Git repo and all of the sub modules and everything.
Everybody, we saw like, hey, look, I got a copy of that, and by this time next year, there's a high probability there will be 6 Yuzus. Unfortunately, none of them will be staffed and being developed by
the former people. And yeah, like and that's the big thing is now the code exists, but there's not going to be any organized body that's going to continue sort of pushing that needle forward.
And then on the other hand, like after the Switch 2 comes out, Nintendo is not really going to care as much.
Unless you can still play old Switch games on the Switch 2, which I don't know.
There you go. There's the argument for backwards compatibility. Just have just support the old games on the new console, and then you can always enforce the game is still current. It's still
and here's the genius thing, because it's a slightly more powerful console. Oh my god, hey, these games run at like 720p 60 now. Oh yeah. Look, you wanted better performance on your old Switch games, here you go, buy our new console.
It was pretty sad to see, the Zelda game that leaked early. It was on release day running like shit on the Switch and running at 720p 60 on the Steam Deck. That's pretty bad. That's really, really bad.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, like it sucked because, like, I think we all wanted somebody to at least
take Nintendo out of pack
or something. At least take a shot at it, right? Right. Like just that. Even though it's fucking. What is it, David and the Giant? I'm sure the fucking Giant's gonna squish fucking David in this case, but like at least just be like, fuck you.
Yeah, and like I don't know, I'm in a weird case where as a person who bought a Nintendo Switch and has bought like Nintendo Switch games, I would rather play them on the emulator because it's a better experience than the actual hardware. And I spent my money on it. I should be able to do what the fuck I want with my code.
I hear you, but us here at Nintendo, here's the thing though. Fuck you, yes. Also fuck you. But just buy our new Switch. It'll do what you need.
Yeah. But more importantly, fuck you.
I mean,
absolutely.
Fuck you.
And your money.
We're sorry.
We're sorry. Oh, we're so sorry.
What are you going to do?
You're gonna go play Cassette Beasts? Actually, I probably should go play Cassette Beasts.
It might be kind of fun. Good news, everybody. Linux desktop market share has cracked 4%. It's official. And that's it. Windows is dead now. We're just Microsoft announced they're going to be shutting down Thursday. It's going to be weird. This comes from LinuxGameCast. Weird name.
LinuxGameCast?
I don't know, dude. Like, sure.
Linux
crosses 4% market share world. According to StatCounter's data, by the end of February 2024, Linux has achieved 4.03 desktop market share, period. What does that mean? I don't know. There's numbers and graphs and stuff to back it up, and it even says stat counter on the bar chart, so you know it's legitimate. And I went digging around because I saw a lot of people. They're like, so how much was the Steam Deck? I'm like, wow, okay. I went and looked up the Steam hardware survey. Apparently 35% of Steam Linux users, and this is going by the AMD custom GPU 0405. That popped in. Yeah, I was like, all right, 1 year ago, that was about 21%. So, like, looking at these charts and, speculative, fun, happy math, Venn math anyway, so it's probably not accurate, about 35% from that 4% being the Steam Deck. So we get on a 4% boost over the Steam Deck.
And this is like, this is based on browser usage and whatnot.
Yeah.
All I can say is like, good, like the fucking cockroach from Family Guy. And you know what? Credit to this fucking article. I'm glad it's on Linux Yak or whatever, but it's nice to see some pushback. It's like, yeah, Linux isn't hard to install. There's a lot of modern installers where you just press some fucking buttons and you get a Linux on your computer. Two things I'm curious about this data though. Number one, what's the geographical breakdown, right? Like, I'm curious if like a lot more of Linux usage is coming out of like Latin America and like Eastern and Central Europe. Because it's lower income places there, it's easier to get Linux will extend the life of your older computer. So
you like to say that, but I always think about like most of those are going to be heavy populated with like just old business PCs that are got a copy of Windows on. Like they're not paying anything for the software.
Or pirating Windows. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, for all the modern software they can run on their copy of like Windows XP or whatever. The other thing I'm curious about is how much of this is like Raspberries and their ilk, because those are like a not insignificant percentage of like Linux PCs out there in the wild.
Dude, are those running web browsers?
Desktops. Yeah.
Well, you gotta download the Minecraft jar somehow, right?
Repo. Yeah.
People use MIT Scratch. It's not unreasonable to assume that people would like use the browser on their ARM computer for something.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying it would probably be statistically insignificant.
Yeah, I don't know. Show me the numbers.
Those are probably just if they are going out into the internet, which yes, there's probably a significant chunk of them that are, but they're not using a web browser.
And and then my third question is how much of these are bots?
How the absolute shit. Okay, now here's another point of contention. They split out Chrome OS.
Mm-hmm.
Get wrecked. I mean, come on. It's got a web browser. I mean, that is the most desktop Linux of desktop Linux in the history of desktop Linux.
Yeah, Google likes to pretend like it's not based on Gentoo anymore.
Also pour one out for our brothers and sisters over on Team Free BSD with 0.01%. Then again,
hey man,
you know what? You got to imagine as a BSD user, you look at that and you're like, not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, and you get these people out of my operating system. I don't want people using my shit.
Now, you're thinking like, what's the breakdown here? It's 72% Windows, 15% Mac OS X. So you would think that would be like
does that count iOS, or is that iOS is separate?
It has to. Now, that's going to piss me off, though, if they didn't split out iOS. And because like I don't even see Android getting a mention in here.
I don't think that includes the mobile.
Okay. 15%, all right, and 6.11% unknown. Like that. What?
Those are bots. Yeah, those are definitely bots. Vivaldi users. Hi. There are dozens of us. Dozens.
And but yeah, I suspect the increase in Steam Deck sales probably has something to do with it, because yes, the Steam Deck does have a web browser.
But who the fuck is using it? Aside from the guy running his hackathon project off of it, like,
I mean, Steam itself. If you're playing a game, you go to the overlay and you go, "All right, I'm playing this game. Well, how do I get past this part?" That might be catching it, like the Chromium embedded framework little browser window that they have. Yeah.
I mean, the Steam Deck definitely contributed. I'm going to say it's going to be a pretty small amount. You know, this is not like, thanks Steam Deck. And I'm like, yeah, thanks Steam Deck, you added. But it does come down to, you know, desktop usage is declining. That's just reality. There's no, like, unless you got, I'm not arguing your fanfic. We can back this up with numbers. Because desktop usage has kind of changed these days. It used to be, you know, all of us growing up, we inherited desktops. Well, our parents had desktop PCs, and they just kind of showed up. You're like, okay, well, that's how we use it. Then later on, laptops and all that. But I think in 2024, for my perspective, is desktop usage has kind of been broken down. People who are doing content creation, heavier work, they have a desktop. But if you're on the consumption side of PC use, you know, you're watching stuff and like maybe you play the occasional game, you can probably get away with a laptop. You probably do.
You don't even need a laptop. You have a cell phone and a Chromecast.
Or mobile.
And, yeah.
And that's like, where, you know, even, you know, your Zoomer, Tumor, or whatever, the Tumors, let's call them Tumors.
The Tomb Raiders, those triangular youths. The
Tumors. The real young ones are definitely going to be even more mobile than, you know, the people who are like, all right, you know, my primary device is my Android or iOS and maybe a tablet, maybe on the, like, sketchy, like a laptop.
Maybe a Chromebook they get from their school or their work or whatever.
I brought this up on Wednesday, is now desktops are more and more, I mean, the market is shrinking, but it's becoming more of a specialty device. And that's kind of a good thing for Linux, though, because again, you don't just inherit that Windows desktop PC as a kid, as a lot of us did. And we're like, oh, okay, that's what we're going to be using. Now you got to sit, because you didn't have a desktop at all to play with, and like, but I need to build one because I want to get into streaming, or I want to do this and this and this. Linux is now a choice because you got to build the damn thing from the get-go, you know? And you're thinking about it.
You can still buy a pre-built computer these days. I think
you can. Like, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the type of person who was getting ready to build. Now, you can also buy unlike when we were growing up, you can buy a pre-built with Linux on it from multiple companies.
Yes.
Including Dell.
Yeah.
It's
and Lenovo. Yeah.
So we're seeing
Dell, Lenovo, HP, then the Linux specific, like
Tuxedo, System
76, Entroware, if they're still around. I hope so.
So bring back Gateway. Someone needs to bring back the cows. The cows. Ooh.
Don't give my ideas, dude. I wonder how hard it would be to get. We need to do a thing where we call up Canonical, Tuxedo, Star Labs, and see how long it takes to get them to agree to install and ship us a laptop with Windows 11 on it.
and that's when they just hung up on us, and they never accepted
that's
our
when they
calls
stopped
again.
replying to the emails. Just
No. We're going to try to speed run this.
You just show up to Mark Shuttleworth's house and be like, "I want Windows 11," in like underwear and
And
a
Mark
bathrobe.
Shuttlesworth is like, "I don't sell fucking hardware. Get out of here."
Too bad. Give it to me, or I won't leave.
Okay, so who remembers the game Area 51?
The light gun pew pew one.
Who remembers there? No, not that one. This one, the other Area 51, right? From 2005. Now, what Jordan was saying, yes, I think we all, if you've probably seen it, if you're old enough, like in an arcade, I'll tell you what those are when you're older. Or like I've seen them in bars, like repurposed, because after they've been clapped out, it was a game about running around and killing shit in Area 51. Now, Jordan, apparently this is tied into the shooty pew pew light gun game, right?
Yes, this is a continuation of it. Back in ye olde 2005, when they realized that arcades were dead and hipsters hadn't resurrected them, they wanted to bring old franchises into the home, and so they attempted this with Area 51. Apparently, this one was actually sponsored by the Air Force, which is kind of neat.
Right? It was on PC, PS2, and Xbox. Get off this thing's lawn.
Now, and what's interesting about this is they found a near complete version of the source code at a THQ employee's garage sale, and it had the code for the engine, the PS2 and Xbox version, and an unfinished GameCube version. And this is what is being posted on Yield to GitHub now. Is the current release is the state of the software as is. And right now, the main goal is let's get this building on a modern system because it's not 2005 anymore. We're going to need to update some shit.
First and foremost, I need to go to better yard sales.
Yes,
right?
Clearly.
Like, dude, I think maybe in my life I've stopped from driving. I'm like, oh, let me go check and see what's going on over there. And it's usually like an estate sale.
You never know. You never know. Sometimes there's fucking gold. Sometimes it's just all crap.
100% poo.
Yeah.
100% poo. Like,
and it's complete coin flip.
I mean, it is like me going to a flea market and remembering to get some cash. This is not a problem these days, but like back in 2005, everyone would only take cash. And if I remember to do that, I wouldn't find anything. Now to this, I did a little bit of research. So this guy who found this at a garage sale was also the person who has been actively working on reverse engineering the original game to modern and to get it updated.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's probably a
stalkery business.
little more likely that a former THQ Nordic employee reached out and said, "Hey,
I'm doing a garage sale. Come on this.
by the way, there might be a little thing over here you want to buy.
I'm selling these old floppy disks.
Yeah, don't know what's on them, but I'm just saying you might want to buy them. No idea. No. But seriously, fucking buy them. I'll just give them to you. Here."
It's just fucking throwing hard drives at the guy. Ow, those are heavy. Stop
Got
it.
his foot on his neck and he's like, listen, here.
Just shoving SATA cables in his mouth like, "Ah!"
You know you want it.
Yeah, right. So that's how that played out. It's always good. I mean, that's like legit game preservation if we can get a hold of the source code. Like that's how you preserve games right there, man. Not the binary fucking blobs.
And there are no assets with this. Apparently no assets came with the code dump from ye olde yard sales. So yeah.
How very
well, lads, we're fucked.
Well, you can't buy this game on Steam, right?
No, you can't. But this is one of those situations that I suspect someone's uploaded the entire game somewhere, so you can probably find
rhymes with schmarchive.borg.
Yes.
I don't think archive.org like cares. Like, bitch, yeah, we got it. Fuck you.
Listen,
it's a game that no one gives a shit about anymore. Yeah, we have it.
I mean, listen, dude. The mascot for Archive, I love Archive. I've given them money, and I will continue giving them money. Should be the fucking T-Post Anteater.
Yeah.
I mean,
fuck you, I'm an anteater.
Yeah, it's just like, fuck you. I'm trying to preserve the fucking internet, the collection of human knowledge, and keep doing the good work. Now, one thing if you've ever gotten into streaming, or just even really dabbled around with streaming, probably something that you noticed real quick. Motorcycle guy coming home.
Oh, yeah, he left early. He's back.
Yeah, it's like, here he comes. Here he comes. All right. You didn't make it to the recording this week, motorcycle guy. All right. So you're setting up like a streaming rig and you start playing and you realize like as soon as you start streaming and you try to start recording that your performance goes to poo. You're like, uh-oh. Maybe you're not on a big, fire breathing CPU and GPU and you're like, what's a way around that? Like, I have this other not great computer. I'm like, maybe I could stream that. And yes, that's what a lot of people do. They have multi-stream setups and like, it's a great way to make use of like maybe underpowered hardware. If you wanted to do that, you had to like dick around with NDI, which is closed source, proprietary, and it's squirrely as
that, don't you?
Yeah, it was linked on the New Tech website, which was interesting, and I had some things to say to him, but I chose not to. And what that does is allow you to send the audio and video from one PC to the other between OBSs, and that's always worked. But as I said, it's squirrely, always has been, and it's closed source, so sometimes it breaks. The other solution is to use capture cards, your hardware capture cards, where you want to send it out and split it out and capture it in the other. The problem with that, a little bit of a problem with that is, a really good capture card, or even like a really okay capture card, ain't cheap. It costs about 2 dragons. Maybe we need option 3 here. So what do we got? I'm like, well, I could build a bigger, better PC, or I could spend, a PC's worth of hardware for the capture cards, or you can fight with NDI. We're using this brand new technology that's only been around for about a decade called WebRTC. That's how we're communicating. Jordan's all just covered in WebRTC, he's dripping with it. Pedro is aglow with it himself.
I am currently having issues with WebRTC because I can barely hear what Ven's saying.
I'm just dripping wet.
Yeah. All right. Now that we've got to cut that out. So here's another option. WebRTC is peer-to-peer.
Whip.
Yep. Whip, UDP based, and that's always kind of been the dream with WebRTC. Like, I just want to send this source from this PC to this PC with the audio, and let's do it with super low latency, like less than a second. Now we're going to be able to do that, hopefully. This is a draft for web support. So you can just right-click, add a source, give it an IP address on one box, come over with the ingest box, click that in, done, good to go. Not only will this work on your local area network, you can do this over the interwebs on a WAN connection. So we were talking in the pre super shows, and this might get interesting. Like, say we're playing Lethal Company, Jordan can just send me his screen, like stream it right to me, and I can put it out on our live stream. And like, it's going to be high quality, low latency that we can just match it up to make it look like we're doing squad streaming, if you've ever seen that on Twitch. This is basically a homebrew version of that. And then we don't have to worry about any of the overhead of like getting converted to nothing. It's just a straight, nice, direct connection. And again, we're going to be able to use it for like podcasting, a bunch of uses. So that's something that I just give everybody mention. This is a little draft. You'll be seeing this in the future. You know, a lot of work went into getting WebRTC built into OBS, and these tools are, but my brain is like coming up with all these crazy ways to misuse this. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, no, it's good stuff. And yeah, like it's been 10 years. WebRTC kind of like came out around the time that we started doing this shit.
Yeah.
We tried, like we were eyeing it very, very early on because like, oh man, we want to cut over this shit. We want to ditch Skype as soon as possible.
We didn't have an option. I mean, we didn't want to ditch Skype until Microsoft just broke it.
That's true. Yeah. Well, until they killed the old client, which was for the long.
Step one. Yeah. Microsoft buys Skype. Step one. Let's nerf the old client.
Oh man, but yeah, no, this is good. WebRTC is basically everywhere now, and just making a generic way to consume that means that now OBS is capable of just ingesting and outputting or integrating into a lot more complex systems, which is neat.
I mean, it is, and the options for just being able to casually bring your friends on, like say you're gaming, there's no complex setup. You're not doing any of this crazy shit. No,
or even just for like having multiple people in like a fucking call, right? Like it's easier to just have everyone just connect to OBS. You don't have to worry about capturing.
Routing
you don't
Discord
have to, like,
audio and getting Discord into OBS.
Chopping up the little sections of Discord so that you can like have and then if someone drops out of the call and then you have to get everyone to turn the camera on in the right order so that they can preserve their spot. Yeah, getting rid of that would be fan-fucking-tastic.
And then you're not going to be limited to things like, you know, Discord likes to binge you down. It's like, oh no, we're going to need some Nitro dollars for the 1080p. I'm like, what if I want to do 4K? It's like, oh, double Nitro dollars. Give us this. You'll be able, whatever you can stream to each other, baby.
I'm also curious, like doing this over WireGuard. I wonder if that's like feasible as well.
We're over WireGuard right now, huh?
All right.
Oh yes.
I mean, like we're not doing WireGuard from like here to Jitsi, right? Like I guess you have WireGuard from
no, because that's like plugged into the router.
Just having a WireGuard VPN that the three of us connect to.
Yeah.
And then doing it in there.
But why?
Don't have to worry about IP whitelisting. Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, it's UDP, homie. Some of the packets that make it.
More than the ones I've gotten tonight.
I don't know, man. You go clean the cable again.
You gotta blow on it like those old NES cartridges.
Yes.
Give it a lick. Tastes just like raisins. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for the main segment. But we got a little bit of hate mail for you this week. If you want to send us a message, head over to LinuxGameCast.com, hit the contact button, read the fuck mothering page, see if you can put 2 and 13 together. And once you're done with that, pull the slot. It's called send at the bottom. And if you got everything right, it'll reward you by saying message sent successfully. And if you type in something good, something worth reading, we might just talk about it right here on this very show. This was actually a YouTube comment in response to something we talked about last week.
This was deep into the thread. This is from our agents, and they say Nintendo owns its games and it's licensing third-party games for foreign legacy play. Pirates steal everything and pretend they don't understand the difference. These people do not care about preserving a damn thing. Them getting clapped in courts is a goose thing for the industry.
Goose
piracy
thing.
Equals piracy. That's what he wrote. Goose
thing.
It's the untitled goose thing. Like, okay, let's be real. Yeah, a lot of people are using emulators for piracy. I would say like the vast majority of emulators for like current systems, i.e. Yuzu,
yes,
we're being used for piracy. But also piracy has like a very broad definition. And again, in my case, if I want to use Yuzu to play games that I legitimately purchased, like, yes, that's still piracy. That still falls under the circumvention of the encryption and whatnot. But I still paid money for it, right? So most people haven't. And I get that argument, but like that only holds water for like the sale lifetime of the console. And again, it's not like these people would like go out and buy a Switch anyways, right? I don't think these are lost sales.
No, that has been established many times in the past. Someone who's going to pirate something just for the sake of pirating it, you were never going to sell the game to that person. Now, there's a lot of people who would go, okay, I'm going to pirate this because I'm poor, or I'm a university student, or I'm literally, I can't really afford, but I have some free time and I'd like to play this game. That's the people you want to cater to, because the moment they have some money, and I know that for a fact because I'm one of those people. While I was in university, I pirated a lot of shit. I absolutely did. But then over the years, I've been making it a point of buying. I used to play that game a lot. I'm going to buy it. Even if I don't touch it anymore, it's just, I'm going to buy it because I played it. So there is a lot of nuance that this particular comment seems to outright ignore, which I don't like either. I don't like the people that are all for Yuzu and it's like they did nothing wrong, and I don't like the opposite, which is what we have. So let's not be, Nintendo about this, and let's stand in the middle. Let's be.
I mean, you want to argue with us, but like, he's not wrong.
He's not wrong. But then again, the people who are saying that, yes, preservation of video games is a very important thing. You have Warner Brothers this week going out of their way to getting all of the Adult Swim games on Steam delisted. You have
Epic
Ubisoft shutting down The Crew. You have however many games that EA has shut down over the years. This shit, preservation, is important. And the shit that
won't you think about game collectors for a fucking minute, Pedro? All right, listen, if I can just get it anywhere,
markets.
All this, yeah, like, where is my scarcity if you can just make infinite copies? I mean, I need this stuff to appreciate and value. I've gotten these games graded. I don't need you motherfuckers being able to just go download some ROMs and play it.
But here's the thing though. Those insane collectors will always still exist, and they still want the physical copies. The digital copies being available is immaterial, because it's not about being able to play the game. It's about owning the thing. It's about having
that's a very small minority of people.
I want you to think about it like this.
Probably just like a small minority of pirates, because again, Nintendo makes billions of dollars, Microsoft makes billions of dollars, Sony makes billions of dollars.
Do you know what would be better though, Jordan?
What?
More billions.
Yeah,
yes, they're not making all of the billions, so therefore it's wrong.
Give me billions.
I don't know, man. Like preservation and all that. Like, if you want to get serious about the preservation talks and you want to get my interest, like, let's talk about putting some like legal mandates in place where after 20 years you have to release the source code to shit. I brought that up before.
Yeah,
like actual preservation.
Or for online services, don't release the source code for servers once the game.
But there is also a part of me. There's a part of me, like, if I put something out into the fucking world, like games, physical, whatever, I'm like, I made that, and I should be able to say, well, I don't want to sell that anymore, and I don't want people to buy it anymore. And like, I can see the argument. Like, it's real easy to look at it. It's like, well, big soulless corporation, fuck them. But thinking about like an individual though, like one seller on Pinterest is like, I don't want that out anymore. And then
but secondary markets exist, and like once it's out, like
you have the things, and look, they're already out there. They come in little cartridges. Yeah. It's already out there. That's not a problem.
No, it's not.
My thing is like, it's already preserved. It's backed up. You're ready to go.
Well, again, until all the hardware capable of running that game doesn't work anymore.
Yes, until the Nintendo cartridges, which have been, if you have like the OG Switch cartridges, those, if you haven't plugged them into a Switch or power cycled them at all recently, the flash is starting to die and the game is starting to go away.
That's fine. I got a backup. I made it.
Then you're a fucking dirty pirate, and you're going to jail.
You're a dirty fucking pirate, and Nintendo would like your number, please.
No. I'm talking about the thing I sold that I made. I have a backup of that.
Nintendo's going to sue you anyways. That's just what they do.
We're not talking about Nintendo. We're talking about the thing I made.
Yeah, Nintendo's
Yeah, I'm trying to actually have a conversation here, motherfucker. Think about it.
You're talking about the hypothetical thing you made that, yes, you have your own copy of it and you don't want anyone else
And
to
I
have
have
it
it
anymore.
preserved.
For whatever reason.
And I've backed it up. And it's good
like
to go.
if you sell copies of it and then other people have it and then they sell it, like you've lost control over that. That's the nature
fine.
of selling
That's
shit.
secondary sell. I'm saying if they take the thing and they see, this is where it gets squishy in digital, though, isn't it? Because if we're talking about physical items, it's like, well, what if I used that and I made some copies of myself and knockoff? So that's what we call in the physical world is like knockoff copies. Is that you're like, well, there's nothing you can do about that.
But until you start selling them, then that's trademark infringement, right?
Yes, that is piracy. When you're actively selling something that you don't have the resale rights to, that's piracy.
Yeah, but and again, like to Ven's point, like the whole like treating digital objects as like physical objects doesn't hold any water, and like people are still trying to like insist that they are the same thing when they're not, and they need to be treated differently.
That's right. Not. Like your intellectual property and millions that went into developing something doesn't count. So get over it.
I mean, that's the case where people who are working on like movies and shit in Warner Brothers, when that gets thrown out, it doesn't count.
Yes,
they don't get to use that shit on their resume.
Who made the games, the actual developers, the human beings who made the crew, the actual developers and human beings who made the Need for Speed games.
Did they do it? Wait, did they like not? Were they not employed when they were doing?
Yeah, that's the thing. Now they were employed to do that, and now their legacy, the thing that they did, can't be bought anymore.
Bitch, I didn't hire you for legacy. I hired you to make a product to sell to motherfuckers.
Yeah. And don't I have the right to preserve that product?
You don't. It says right here in the contract you signed before I hired you.
And that's the problem. That right there is the problem.
Yes,
that is the core of the problem.
And that's why preservation is important. About. Let's do some legal shit with that. That's how you attack it. This is how we actually get actual real preservation. What we got right now is a stopgap.
It needs to be a legal thing.
What we got is a stopgap, and what with that stopgap comes with a lot of unsavory motherfuckers, just cheap bastards like, well, I'm just not going to pay for anything ever.
People have to bend over backwards to do these sorts of
right, and we got to do all this. Like we're all on the same page here. We're just trying to get a full picture of it. And if you're at home going, why? We're not fighting here. We're
aggressively agreeing with each other.
One another.
Yeah.
All right. Having solved yet another problem.
Yes. Away.
Yes. We must now go. Before we do, if you like our nonsense, you want to help us out, become one of our beautiful party patrons. Get a gang of extra stuff each and every week. You get this show live, unfiltered, uncut in podcast format. You get Linux Gamecast. You don't have to worry about fucking ads. You get the highest quality available up on YouTube where you can download it. And you know what? Preserve it yourself. You can still find ways to download the YouTube version, but get a fucking download version with us. Just click it. Get it done. Access to our Discord where we hang out the other 6 days of the week and a bunch of other stuff. Head over to LinuxGameCast.com. Tap that support button. You'll find things like, I don't know, wish lists. Let's see what Jordan's got on his wish list this week.
I haven't updated that, so it's the same as last week.
You sold out. You want one of those hackers? Yeah, the stream decks are pretty cool. I use one all the time. I'm working on a video for one of those. Ryzen shit. Pedro's got one as well, which no longer has clamps on it, thanks to Aromatic.
No, the clamp is gone. It was the cheapest item.
Fans.
Thank you very much, Aromatic Dev.
Now he's full of fans. You can put him in a Kylo Ren headset. I got one for the studio. That's how you end up on this wall back here where I will publicly shame you. We do appreciate it. You can send in a note, which we will read, and I'm probably done dressing up as Sonic for 2024. So
depends how cold it gets in the studio, right? Like,
well, you know what? I'm glad I got that on. Even when I was like, it's getting summertime because there's no way I can wear that during the summer, dude. It's bad enough in here in the thong. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for this week. I do want to thank a new executive producer over at patreon.com/LinuxGameCast. Yeah, you thought I'd just put that in there. That's brilliant. I fucking love that name. I legitimately
it's at the top of the list, right?
Dude, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our latest executive producer. You get like bonus stuff. Like if you hop into our Discord, you get the video version of our pre super shows and live if you want to check that out. Couple other things thrown in. Also on the Twitch side, I want to thank Basil for tier 2 sub and Mir for those Prime Bezos bucks. There we go. We got the plugin. out of the way. Now, all we can do, put a bow on it. And cue that music. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be here each and every Saturday night, 8:30 Eastern Standard Moon Time, doing this nonsense. We invite you to come check it out live. If you get a chance, if you want to scream at me, I'm Old Man Ven, just a Ven, on Twitter, or Zitter, whatever you want to call it, Ven on the Mastodons, and Ven on the Blue Skies. Now, Jordan, I did the thing. I did the DNS record.
All right, yeah, the server record thing. Yeah. All right, nice. If you would like to download a Jordan Svung, you can find copies of me on Mastodon at Frojo at mastodon.linuxgamecast.com, at Frojo at bsky.app, or at The Burning Fool on Twitter. Yeah.
I suppose you can technically find me, along with your old-timey physical copies of video games, just because I've actually gone out of my way to get quite a few of those. So maybe I'll see you on eBay one of these days. I'm accounted for on mass.linuxgamecast.com, because that is the last of the social networks that I'll ever be on.
Why do you say absolute shit like that, you fucking Sith?
I know, like, in 2 years, he's going to be like, oh man, I'm all about Quizboard. Quizboard is the greatest website ever.
Websitewars.com. Time for some credits. Hey, that was last week's credits. Boo!
Uh-oh.
No, hang on. I just
1, 2,
didn't
3,
update
4,
that.
5. No!
No. I just forgot to update that. I was in a rush.
This is the right one. All right. Well, we got to thank our advisors, Omega Sartheron. We got to thank our executive producers, Barb Grant, Scott Michaud, Tomacast Mike G, drummer Tomas, Hakeem, David Ishep, Ian Kaplo, Karen Ducky, and 1234, and Super Death Stoat, Empty, and Glorious Eggroll, our little Nicky fans.
From the Sea Monsters, Renault Rider X Machina, Trudgy Verta, Nuda, Justin, Darkwing, System T, Dancing Joe, the Kresny, Krim, and Ogi 1 with the Death Notes, Nova, Chad, Romeo, Renee, Leonardo, Kim, Chris, Stephen, Jill, Benjamin, Doom 2.wad, Stephen B, Beck, Dodger, Zeno.
Calm down, Kylo.
Pebble, Jaleur, Piper.
All of our fine upstanding cannibals. Carl, Mike, Arthur, Linux, New Old is Noctilus, John Eshep, Gamatron, DSN, Joe, Aromatic Dove, and Kaijo Rai.
You're all truly wonderful.
Until next week, get out there and preserve hard as you possibly can.
Jam it.
You gotta preserve it.
They're jamming our radar.
Yeah, it's the preserve. It's the preserve. The jam.
Preserve the jam. Ram jams. Identify
Whoa,
everyone.
Black Betty.
See you next week. Amber Lamps. Hashtag Amber Lamps.
Black Betty.
Ruby's official adult Star Wars Kylo Ren mask. I wonder what that shit's called in like Alibaba or AliExpress. I'm sure it's got like another paragraph attached to it.
Mm-hmm. Gotta hit that SEO, man.
Extreme head thing helmet.
Yeah. Star Wars, Star
Mask.
Trek, Stargate, Babylon 5,
Spider-Man.
Elsa. Yeah.
Oh man. What do we got? What do you think our SEO optimized show title should be?
Video game preservations for nerds.
Yeah.
Preservation equals piracy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah.
Want to encourage those angry clicks?
Yeah, that will drive the angry clicks. Yeah.
Yuzu devs say preservation equals piracy. There you go. That's the clickbait.
Yuzu developers
Preservation
agree with
equal
Nintendo.
Piracy.
Yeah. Just throw everyone under the bus, right?
Just piss everyone off. Thank you very much, Gamatron. Very much appreciated. You can make Twitch shout whenever you feel like.
You know what is dirty that I even have an option? Like, that should never even be an option in the Twitch dashboard. Of like, oh, no, make subs watch ads.
Well, so I was listening to Geekenders. Dodger was talking about that, where like if you time it right, you can like minimize the total number of ads that your viewers get to watch.
That's why you front load it.
Yeah,
that's why you'll see Dodger or like Jesse. They'll have like 10 minutes before the show starts.
Yeah,
they'll say starting soon.
Yeah, and then they'll do another break like after 2 hours to run another bunch of ads to prime the next couple hours. So like when you use it that way, like it makes sense, right?
Yeah, but it makes no sense to like have ads on for your subs.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's dick
greedy.
move.
That's greedy.
Oh yeah. You want to double dip? Well, wasn't there like there's like another level that gets rid of those ads, right?
No,
They got rid of that.
Okay, here's the fucked up thing. The way to get rid of that completely is to get the Twitch Nitro, which is only $13 a month, which I get now. They raised the price, and I'm like, that's still worth it, dude.
Right.
It's just across the board. Yeah, Twitch ads don't exist in my world. Okay, let's get some singles. What are we thinking prop wise?
I mean, Drum's gotta have the pink controller.
Yeah, pink controller. Oh, I can put Juicy on it if you give me a close enough. Hold it up to the camera, close enough. Other way. Yeah, I want. Yeah, hang on. Let's work out this shot. Yeah, okay. Give me that. Give me a second. Let me get rid of these bottom boxes because that fucked me up last week. I forgot to take them off. Chat attack and bottom cover. All right. Look at the camera. All right, we're good. And what are we gonna do with Pedro? Oh shit! God damn it. Okay, hang on. All right. I'm just gonna be lazy. Oh, what was that? Who hit a thing? Oh, that was Jordan.
that was me putting my microphone back in place.
Goodbye, chat attack. Goodbye. Wrong button. Hi. I'm back. How can you not buy that shirt?
Cat ear? Oh, right. Cat ears, right. For the controllers. Right. That's what came. Yeah, that took a second to parse. I'm like, what the
Oh, someone's been raiding. Thank you.
Hello.
Kelvin Shadewin.
Hello, Mircha Kitsune. I think that's how you pronounce that. Mircha. I used to work with a guy named Mircha, so.
Mircha.
We're all furries here, man. This is like Linux Furcast.
Yes, I'm a fucking unicorn. I have the pillow to prove it.
I'm clearly a bear. That's just...
Fair. Oh, yeah. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, we're just finishing the show.
Yeah, the show's already done, so.
Yeah, I know how to pronounce shit. My last name is Quang, motherfucker.
Hello, Mr. Quang.
Mr. Quang? Mr. Swang?
Swang?
Swang? Mr. Quang?
Kawang.
Mr. Swing? I don't know where people get the eyes from, but they just assume.
Oh, dude.
Very good. Yes, that is something that Twitch needed.
It was a Romanian coworker, but yeah, that's how I know.
Yeah, so if you're just like popping in, we do this on Saturdays, man. This is the oldest, longest Linux gaming podcast. We've been doing this for 13 years, Pedro.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah.
Has it been 13 years? It was like 10 years. Like
I think LinuxGameCast has been 13 years, and we've been doing this for 10.
11? I think like 11 coming on 12 or some shit.
Yeah.
20.
Pedro can tell me any number in the world, but Pedro brings up dates sometimes. So Pedro's the official timekeeper. I'm like, I have no idea.
Yeah, because at 6:20, is it 6:26 or 6:24? It'll be. Well, let's do math. Where's the calculator?
How dare you?
52 times 12 is 624. Yeah, coming in on 12 years.
Coming in on 12. We've been doing this for a minute. I need to update
our list.
No, that's like one of the things I need to update is our little chat thing. You know, Twitch does the wonderful little where you can have like a warning, right? So, like, I've always had the hey, if you're going to be a edgy 14-year-old edgelord, try to be creative about it. I want to update that to like, we've been live streaming. I know personally I've been live streaming for 13 years. It's like, whatever you got planned, I've seen it done and I've seen it done better. Who was it? Was it last week or was it the week before that we had the like nonsensical?
Yeah, it was like the week before.
Yeah, it was the week before last.
Starting like trying to troll people, and then like you know, our fucking
sound eloquent, but just talking complete gibberish the whole time, and then
it's great
the thing
because,
descended into calling people.
He just says like you're gay. It's like okay, so
epithets.
Having run out of intellectual steam, you are just resorting to fucking insulting people. Right?
I'm not.
We're down to epithets now. So
truly not 100% convinced that was not a bot.
I think it was because it was just gibberish.
Because I'm thinking about like how easy that is to set up. Because hey, if you just watch this, we have closed captioning.
So he was calling Pedro Adam Driver. So like clearly like someone was watching that.
You want to believe that, right?
I mean, look at
image recognition. Maybe the image recognition was like, okay, that looks like Adam Driver, so we're gonna go with that.
You got some like 13-year-old.
This is some sophisticated fucking troll bot you have invented, Pedro. I would love to see this white paper of yours that you're writing. It runs a face match algorithm on people on Twitch to better tailor fucking spam.
I mean, that doesn't sound out of the realm of possibility nowadays.
I'm just saying this is a very sophisticated strategy you have come up with. I want to hear more about this.
Spear phishing's been a thing for a while.
Says you. Anyway, very good to see something. Linux here dumped Windows. See, I read that as you dumped Windows 12 years ago. All right, you got OpenSUSE. Man, we got some SUSE users.
Yes. The mirror.
Well, they're on Manjaro now, so you know, living that managed Arch life. Not quite SteamOS, but close enough.
Oh my god.
Oh, you know, I guess that's to answer your question from earlier. Then that would probably be the closest thing to a desktop OS for fucking the Steam Deck is Manjaro.
Manjaro.
Yeah.
Ubuntu probably works just fine on the Steam Deck too.
But why would you want to go like dirty up your Steam Deck by installing Ubuntu on it, really?
I mean, some people have installed Windows 11 on them, so
no. I need more snaps running on my Steam Deck. I need to run the snap version of Steam on my Steam Deck.
Someone made a really unfair comparison between the Steam Snap and playing a game native on the 2204 LTS, because the Steam Snap includes a more recent version of Mesa, and with 2204 they just had the version of Mesa that was in the repos. So yeah, the Steam Snap, as it turns out, the game performed much better on the Steam Snap than it did using the version of Mesa that they had in the repo.
You speaking of Mesa, Pedro, I want to run this by you. You're on the Che Copper.
Yes.
So that's not built with the free world bits, right?
It's not built with the free world bits. It's just built against Mesa Master.
Yeah.
So you don't need the free world bits.
So I thought part of the conditions of it being on Copper is they can't actually host the free world bits because you can't use it to host proprietary software.
You hippies in your AMD, buy an NVIDIA GPU.
I wanted to, but it was way more expensive for a worse card.
I know those feels.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
I'm not sure now, but I think that because the thing about Shay, if you go to the Mesa website and you look up like the list of repos that you can get, like just proper Mesa built for different distros,
Well,
Shay is the one that appears for Fedora.
so here's the thing, like it does, like you still need to enable the flags in the build for it to be enabled. So like, I'm not sure. Like I don't know. This is why I'm asking.
I think we're both in camp. Don't know on that one.
Yeah. Because I've been on Mesa Free World on RPM Fusion. I've been pretty happy with that. But like, it's not the most recent thing, and sometimes it falls out of sync. So I was curious, but I also do, at least for one of my computers, I do want the H.264, H2, and like all the media encoding shit.
You can if you install FFmpeg from
Dude,
RPM
that's
Fusion,
another thing we're going to be able to do with Whip AV1.
Whip. Yeah.
right? Yes. But
Like
yeah, if you
y'all
install
bitches are going to come in crisp.
Yeah.
if you
Look at my beautiful face.
Show me the pause.
Yeah, no, I need to get like a 4K camera. Just like you can just zoom into every single fucking acne scar. And
Nah,
like,
dude, we're good.
okay. You only play fast games running on Mesa and stock AMD GPU, you're still running proprietary bits.
Yep.
Just keep that in mind. There's a proprietary
firmware.
AMD blob in the kernel that you're pulling from. So unless you're running a deblobbed kernel,
See, this is why I use Nuvo.
How does that work? How will it work? Does it work very well if you run a deblob kernel? Because like it doesn't have any of the hooks it requires to do a lot of the stuff.
yes, try
How do you
running
like
Triskel on an
2D?
AMD GPU.
How do you like 2D?
Yeah, you might as well just run Haiku at that point. Yeah, like
Yeah. No, it works if you have an Intel GPU, or I don't know about the new dedicated
Arc. Yeah, probably not Arc.
Yeah, probably not Arc, but like the older Intel GPUs, absolutely.
The
You can run
HD
that is
graphics or
entirely
whatever.
open source.
Linux be like that. What do we got? Also, anybody
it was great. I was playing Baldur's Gate 3 the other day on my RX 580, and it's like, that's a 10-year-old GPU. How does it run a new game? Linux drivers, motherfucker.
It
Right.
runs Vulkan better than a GTX 1080.
Yes.
If the game is DX12, it's like, yeah, we're just not going to bother.
This is why like open source and reverse engineering is so important. This is the reason why the director of graphics desktop at Red Hat is having a conversation with my ass, because I'm harping on the reverse engineered FireWire drivers, because we got all these great fucking pieces of hardware that you can't use anymore. Why? Because the vendors were like, we're not going to make drivers for Windows that pass Windows 10, or it just doesn't work on Apple. Guess what? Linux. Haha, you don't get to decide when to kill your product stack to get me to buy new stuff.
What do you need the one API for, though, Mir?
Drugs. Probably. I'm just guessing.
One API.
It's for Mir, it's like mysterious bottles of homebrewed alcohol
compute.
that he brings.
Okay. Yes. Compute. All right. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but nobody's really using Blender.
I was going to bring up open source reverse engineering as well. This is why Vulkan on the M1 on Asahi Linux just completely creams Mac OS. It's like, it's not even funny. It's not even funny how much better Linux runs on Apple hardware than Apple's OS.
OpenGL 4.6 verified on the M1 and the M2, when on macOS proper, it doesn't go above OpenGL 4.3.
Listen, man, metal is the future. I'll have you shut up right now, sir. And admit defeat with your DXs and your Vulcans.
Defeat.
And what's crazier is that entire fucking stack was developed by a fucking anime character.
Yes. VTubers, both of them.
Just a bunch of fucking animes made a more performant Linux driver than the one that Apple shut out for their own operating system.
Sir, you saying it's weebs all the way down? All the way down.
All the way down.
All
Yeah.
the way down.
It's crazy. I love this insane future we live in.
Yeah.
It's weird. Some things are genuinely freaking weird.
Gentlemen, what are we doing in the after show? We did tanks last week.
We did tanks last week. Do you guys want to play? Yeah, you know what? Jackbox might be fun. I was gonna say Left 4 Dead 2. It's been half a decade.
It's been a longer while. Yes.
It's been half
I'm not
a decade.
against Left 4 Dead 2.
I'd need to install it, but I don't think it's that big, so it's fine.
Right? Like, yeah.
Isn't Left 4 Dead 2 bigger than we think it is every time?
How big
It's
is Left 4
probably
Dead?
a few gigabytes. Yes.
I can play it on my Hot Pink DualSense.
I got an extra package. That's right, because I moved over to the beta channel.
Oh, it is 15 gigs. All right.
Yeah, see?
All right.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Okay. Maybe next week.
Yes.
I just, it's stuck in my head. I was like, seems like last time we downloaded, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, we got an update February 29th. Yes.
Because it's Left 4 Dead 2, you're thinking like, what, 6?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 6-7 gigs. Yeah.
Well, but then again, if you think about it, it's actually 2 complete games because it's got the Left 4 Dead 1 and 2 maps in it. So like, it's like not an insignificant amount of stuff.
How big is Left 4 Dead 1? Let's see. Library.
I don't own Left 4 Dead 1,
I do.
so I don't know.
You know what? Here's a good one. Let's just do some stumble buddies.
Yes.
That's easy enough. That's low friction. People can jump in if they want. And next week we'll do some Left 4 Dead 2.
Sounds good.
And Jordan can just whoop our asses again in stumble buddies.
Yes.
I've been losing a lot lately. It was you and Pedro that were kicking butt.
Yeah. Original Left 4 Dead is 6 gigs.
So yeah, like 4 gigs of that is like the actual levels. Mm-hmm. So yeah,
With voice lines and everything else.
the audio can't be that big, right? Like,
There's a lot of audio.
Bill's here.
yeah.
I got my bike for blood.
I mean,
I like the shooting in Back 4 Blood better than Left 4 Dead, but that was about it.
Well, and like, it was the card game. You had to like the difficulty levels was like, yeah, no, you have to play through easy mode so that you can build up a strong enough character to go through normal mode so that you can build up a strong enough character to go through like the hard mode, right? Like,
What is the one? It's got like Tron 2, TRN 2. I'm guessing that's what you're talking about. Talking about that? I'm just reading chat. We got a chat, by the way.
Chat? What's that?
I know.
Never
I know.
heard of it.
Let's see. Where's our after games?
spin the wheel. Oh, totally not going to win anything. It's going to be like, oh, you're going to almost land on an epic.
Spin it.
But it's going to be... Oh, I got 5 tokens.
Stumble buddies.
All right, I got free offers.
Party. Normal game.
Gain my free Women's Day gift. All right, sure.
Get it.
Yeah. I love women. Women are my favorite guy.
Yes. Where's the party?
This is gonna be weird. I haven't used this controller much.
Maybe
So, like-
maybe it's like the thing though, man.
Well, okay, it already feels better in my hand than the Xbox controller, so like the angles are a little better.
All right.
I guess I gotta like crack this guy open and replace the joysticks though, because
Why?
these guys they get the drift.
Mine still doesn't have it. Then again, I don't use it very much.
Yeah, I don't know. Now I'm paranoid about this shit. It's like, remember like SSDs where you're like worried about write exhaustion back in the day, before you realize that you're never gonna run into it.
Girlfriend, please. I worry about that every fucking week.
Yeah, if you're handling 500, 600 gig files on a regular basis, yes.
How much you pay for those SSDs?
$70 for 2 terabytes?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. No, I'm not worried about the cost of replacing them. I'm worried about one fucking dying after before I get it copied over.
Ah.
Yeah. All right. We got people jumping in. All right. Anybody need to get up? Drinks? I need to go do a bio break.
Yeah, I think I gotta go pee pee and get a drink.
Right. Let me go hop up first this time, and I'll be right back.
Ow. Stupid headphones ripped my hair out of my head.
See, I found the best way to avoid that is to pull them forwards.
Interesting. That depends though, because I got curly hair though, so it gets in places.
Yeah. Mine's just straight and very, very thin. But yeah,
mine is
pulling
voluminous.
the headset backwards, it's like ow, 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 ow. And if you pull it forwards, it's
Gamotron, there's a room code. You can just join from that.
Yes.
492350.
Can we even send invites to this?
We can't. Ven's the only one, and you gotta be friends.
Yes.
You have to be friends.
Friends in the game, not on Steam.
Yes. You have to be France if you want to join the game. Mais oui.
Hi 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 ho ho ho. Le poisson.
Je m'appelle la grenouille. Gourmande, s'il vous plaît.
You can play the text version of Doom the roguelike or D star the roguelike.
Wouldn't it be star star star?
No, it's D star M the roguelike.
Oh.
I forgot
Star
the M
star.
there.
The beep.
The beep. Wait,
The
wasn't that
beep-em.
a song? The beep.
I don't know. Maybe? Did you beep him?
I don't know. I think like that's a soundbite from a song from the 90s, I think. Beep.
To beep him?
I don't remember anything else.
I think you're just making it up. I think your brain just invented a memory. Because it'll do that.
It could be, could very well be, but it seems a little too specific to me.
To beep him? What happens if you
Trying to
Google to
exercise
beep
my
him?
brain, it doesn't work.
Google to beep him. Do it right now. Tell me what you find. Tell us about to beep him.
Pocket.
Pokety.
Pokety?
I don't know. Pockety?
Oh.
There's a Greek? It's like Penelope?
Like syphilis?
Penelope?
But don't you mean syphilis?
There's Sisyphus, there's Asclepius, there's all sorts of weird. There's Odysseus.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of weird names. I mean, they're not weird names. They were named that before I was fucking born. So shit.
Quang? What god is that?
It's the god of bondage. It's the god of too much leather.
No such thing.
Oh, you'll see. You'll see.
You mentioned that. That reminds me, Judas Priest has a new single out. Good video.
My turn.
All right. Gamatron, I didn't even know it had regions. I guess it does. All right.
Yes.
Cool. We're in whatever region I'm in. That one.
It says on the top right corner there.
I'm in the not .662 region.
Yes. Let's be pedantic.
Do you want to see how deliberately obtuse I can get? Because I'm...
Pedantry, that's what you came here for.
Oh,
Let's
old man
invite
noises.
the alpaca and Flick nice to be friends. There.
There, you can be my friends.
Now both Merc and Gamatron can be on the friends list.
Stumble friends. I've made plenty
We're
of
all
stumble.
stumble buddies.
Dude, yeah, like if you've done any amount of like late night activities out and about in town, you got plenty of stumble buddies you've made over the years.
You also have that stumble buddy that you can't remember his name, you'd never seen him before, you'll probably never see him again, but you had a really interesting conversation at one point.
Dude, as somebody who lives in a town where I have a doppelganger,
I've been told that I have a doppelganger as well.
how deep though, dude? Because, like, no joke, I think the motherfucker's back in town too. As in, like, in the past year, because I had a couple of years there where, like, it wasn't the thing. Like, people just come up and have conversations with me, dude. Like, hey, man, how's it going? I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, you're still living at, like, I think on, like, South Millage or some shit. Like,
Yeah, no, for me it was a coworker that apparently just approached random person who apparently looks a lot like me and just started asking. He's like, hey, I didn't know you lived around here, so you going to the office next time? It's like, wait, you're not the person I'm thinking of.
oh, oh. You know, I've probably done that. I know that I've had a couple of close calls of, like, almost doing the shoulder tap, and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, that's not you.
But yeah, no, apparently it wasn't just that one person. There's another person's like, yeah, I've seen a dude that looks a lot like you around that area. So, all right, so he hangs around Mill Road, apparently. So if you come to Cambridge and you go to Mill Road and you see someone that looks like me, probably not me.
Let's get our stumbles on.
This one is
Are
called
we stumbling?
Tiger Blood.
Tiger blood?
Tiger Blood. They were out of Nightmare Fuel, which is the
Was
one
that
I
the Charlie
actually
Sheen one?
Yes. Oh, fuck. We're starting.
We go now. Where are we going now?
Sweet child of...
That's a good song, dude.
The intro is just a guitar warm-up. I can't unhear it now.
It's still saying finding room for me, so I think it didn't connect me.
Sounds like somebody's having internet issues, doesn't it?
Yes.
Oh, God, I made it.
Alright, I'll rejoin after this one.
What? No, whoa, no. Okay. Risk it for the biscuit.
Oh, my God. Come on.
No,
let me through.
I
Oh my God.
I knew that I was not going to get that lucky. Let's go. Team LGC. Nope, just me.
Woo.
All right.
Hey. You know what? I immediately like this controller better than the
Fuck,
Xbox
I want
One.
the cassette tape.
Oh, dude.
Dude.
Fucking VHS. Damn. Someone spent some money on that.
Oh.
Someone spent some money on that. And they're just waiting. They didn't even fucking make it to the end. Oh wait, no, they did. Never mind. All right. They have a sword. What the fuck?
Like no one cares about the gold guy.
No
Whatever.
one cares about. No man, videotape, dude.
VHS
Shit.
cassette. What?
Yeah. Okay. Pivot. Oh, great. Just watch the shadows. Welcome back to the most extreme elimination challenge. Oh god damn it! All right, you're all going this way.
Yep.
Is this a UK
Fluid
thing?
dynamics.
We're going through Gameatron. Let's find out. Let's see. Down detector. Let's go with virgin.
Okay, stay away from the dum-dums. Wait, where am I at? Okay, if I YOLO this? No!
Oh my god!
I was
yes.
de-YOLO'd.
Oh, fuck me.
Damn it, I'm out.
Fuck me right in the butt. All right.
Who do we got? Alan and Jordan.
Me and Alan. Oh
All right.
no.
Carry us. Carry us.
Okay, Alan, it's on you. You have all. I'm putting all our expectations on you.
You're my boy, I raised you. Just for this moment.
Okay, all right. This one I'm not awful at. Let's
Yeah, the
see.
different
Let's see if
speeds of the trucks throw me off usually.
There's Alan. Alan and Jordan.
There's already one eliminated.
And now come the trucks with the moving hazards on
Right.
them.
Let's step up the bullshit a little bit.
All right, 2 got eliminated. Oh no!
No!
No! I was impatient. I should have just waited. Oh, that's some bullshit.
That's some
bullshit.
spikes on that one.
All right, Alan, it's all you, baby.
I would stay on that one.
Spread the needle. Well, you
Oh, a thin
gotta
truck
move.
with spikes.
Oh shit!
Round over.
Alan wins.
Alan wins. All right. Ah. I jumped 5 times, I dashed 5 times, and I played.
Right, so 528.
5309.
I'm still in apparently. You can't get rid of me. I'm like a bad disease.
Yeah, there seems to be some weird internet happenings in between North America and Europe.
Maybe the ocean caught on fire.
Weren't some people like digging up cables at one point and they like
Something got
fucking
severed this week. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember hearing-
They were connecting not where I live to somewhere else. So. That would worry the shit out of me, dude, if I lived on like a smaller subcontinent island, like constantly, like you just get cut the fuck off, dude.
Yep. Those folks in New Zealand. Because, once the internet goes out, the sheep take over.
Mm-hmm. Just
And
a matter of
chickens.
weeks. Yeah, Alan, you're right. But I think the most recent one, like a lot of the most recent ones have been people cutting them intentionally. I'm like, that's a weird hobby.
Sabotage!
Right. Oh, man, who was it? Mastodon did a cover of Alice in Chains.
Rooster?
No, fuck. Man in the Box.
Okay.
All right, let's see if we can all play. Let's go.
You gotta befriend the underscore.
I did.
Alpaca.
I sent it. It wasn't accepted.
Alpaca, why are you such a hater?
Be like, nay.
Or whatever
Wait, and
sound
you're like-
an alpaca makes.
Wait, hold on a second. I don't think you're an alpaca.
All right, let's try this again.
Okay, waiting for players. There we go.
All right. Come on, not aliens. Come on, not aliens.
Very good. All right, looks like Merc is also in.
Did you put on your sunglasses, Merc, when you said that?
Oh shit!
What the fuck is this?
This is new.
Stumble Cove. All right.
Yar.
Multiple levels.
You know, somebody who hates dealing with like UI, I feel you on that. Yeah, I'll accept it when I get time to figure out and decrypt the interface.
Oh, fuck.
Uh-oh. Dude,
no!
Wait, okay, still left. Nope. Nope, you know what? Still left. Still on. All right, stumble lanes.
No.
Back. Not that back.
There we go.
Whoa.
We're there.
I fucked that up.
I fucked that up.
Oh, no. I fucked that up for sure. Ugh.
Oh. All right, let's go.
You know,
No!
if you have enough momentum, you can just skip that one.
I know. I don't have enough momentum. No, that's it. I'm out.
Man.
Couldn't do it. Didn't have time to figure it out. All right.
Well,
Well,
Mr.
Alan didn't
Alert
do it either.
also didn't get it.
Well, you know what? That makes me feel better. At least Alan fucked up too. And he's good at games, so.
Oh, this is the guessy. Try to get to the other side.
Oh.
Patience. Sit back, crack open a gold one.
Let's follow. Oh.
No!
Ooh,
Nope.
Alpaca. Nope.
Fuck.
Oh, you do respawn.
Damn it.
Okay. Ah! Not that one.
Oh.
Pedro.
There we go.
Oh, all right.
Oh.
Woo.
I'm not gonna risk it. Yeah.
No, the alpaca almost had it. And yeah, no, Game Butcher almost had it too. God damn it.
All right. It's all on you two now. We post our hopes and dreams.
At least we're getting new levels.
Floor flip. Yeah. Oh god. This looks terrible.
Go left.
Teeter tots. Yeah.
Lots of little hops. Little
Fuck.
hops. Don't stay on the floppy things too long. Oh jeez. Oh fuck. Oh, lucky.
There you go.
Lucky then.
Fuck. I fell between the cubes.
Oh, go for it then.
No.
You gotta psych. Then you gotta psych him out. You gotta psych him out.
There we go.
All right, fuck nuggets. Figure this out.
Go for it. Go for it.
No.
Oh. No, someone else
They're
got it.
dead.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you win
Hacker.
this time, 8-year-old. apparently unlocked a bunch of shit. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know. Unless one of them's a VHS cassette tape, I don't give a damn.
You got those are all spins on the wheel of Booga Booga.
Mm.
The infinite wheel of Booga Booga that like
the
always
wheel
screws
of
you.
give us money.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry, we'll play one. We'll play one. Your party will join together once you press play. What?
Yeah. So, yeah. Might as well click away there, Merc.
Okay.
There you go.
It's like, we ready? Question mark, comma, better be.
Oh, flip
All right.
aside. All right,
Hey,
all
I know
right.
this one.
This one's quick.
Yeah. It's
Ooh,
like,
I'm in pole position almost. I'll take that.
pole
Wait,
position.
jump.
God damn it. I thought I could get it without jumping.
Let's go, Alan.
I'm right behind you. My love is like a roller coaster, baby.
I want to ride. Jibba, 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 jibba.
Yeah. That's how that song goes.
Yep.
Ooh. Ooh.
There we go. Fuck.
Quit smacking me around like I owe you money. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go.
I can't jump.
No.
No. Get out of the
Where
way.
are my boys at? There's so many people.
Okay, there we go.
Hey,
sure.
all right, man.
All right.
Oh my god. That one's finicky. Oh, it is.
Whoa.
The frame rate. Oh my god.
No.
Get
Timmy.
sucked.
Honey, have you seen Timmy?
So it's
Timmy
the three
got
of
flushed
us.
down the toilet.
Oh, and Mr. Alert. Okay. Well,
Okay, humble stumble. All right, this one's okay.
I don't remember this one.
Didn't we just do it?
no.
No.
Okay, well, we did a similar one. Yeah, with the fucking blocks. Yeah.
That
No.
doesn't narrow it down.
No.
Ah, I did that to myself. No patience.
Yeah.
Oh, can I be first
Really?
this time?
Too
I
patient.
think I can
Too
be
patient.
first this time. Yay! I was first this time.
Good.
No!
No.
Blocked by my own block in my block.
Okay. Ah, I need to jump there. I give up.
This is getting ridiculous. Go. All right.
Oh my god, no. All right,
Okay, I think Mr. Roller's finished. I can't find him, so he's probably finished.
Oh, my van.
Round's number 8.
No.
Yes.
All right. Didn't make it. I was just struggling with that. I couldn't get the timing.
Dude, me and you.
Yeah.
I was
And like sometimes you just look out. Sometimes you're just like
yeah,
that. Yeah.
that was not that time.
All right.
Okay.
Slappy slaps.
Pivot push.
Oh yeah, because the start you.
They're all gonna go right.
Yeah, you have to be with the majority, otherwise, fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking sheep. All right, we're going down the middle. Come on, Sid.
It's literal game theory. It's so funny. Yeah, Pedro made the right call. Now, will he get bonked? You're all very clustered, so...
Bonking's likely to happen, yes.
Yeah. If it happens to one of you, it happens to all of you.
Whee!
Oh, boing! Oh, oh. Oh, is Pedro gonna get it?
I think I made it
run
first. Yes.
Yeah.
Woo! I saw you there, Mr. Alert. I saw you. All right.
All right. I want to play the Skinner box after we get out of this. I want to see what I won.
Spin the wheel.
I want to spin the wheel of Booga Booga. All right. I'm going to quickly spin the wheel of Booga Booga. I'll be right back.
My crippling addiction compels thee.
Oh, yeah.
Give me my reward for my presents.
I need some. I haven't been winning. I need some incentive to keep playing. Right?
Bye, everybody.
I got a sword. All right. I got stars. Hey, I got more shit. I got 50 sword points. What do you do with the sword points? I don't.
Once you have 1,000, you can redeem a sword. I don't know.
See, that makes too much sense.
That's how they did with the like Mr. Beast thing that they were doing for a while there. You got points for the skins, and then once you had X amount of points, you could get the skin.
All right, what? 3, 4, 8, 1, 9, 5. Join. Aha. All right. I just got sword points. That's all.
Yeah, I got 15 gems from the free spin at the start.
I got like 5 stumble tokens, suck bucks.
Yeah, the cosmetic, like, unless like you start telling me like we get some PvP and I get an Uzi, then I'll start trying to collect gems or whatever.
Now you got like the gold AK skins and
I
shit.
just start mowing people down there, and they're like, yeah, all right. Are you back in, Jordan?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Boop. Spin the wheel of Booga Booga.
Next up. There you go. It's the guess you win again.
Not a huge fan of this one because it's not skill-based.
It's patience-based.
Yes. Just wait. Just chill. Yeah, a couple of us have this idea. Like, you guys go sort that out. All right.
Okay.
Damn it.
All right.
Oh, no, I clipped.
Shit. I don't know if I can make it. I see a lot of people in front of me. Oh, okay. Barely, but I made it.
I got stuck in a block.
Hey.
Barely. Okay.
Yeah, it's funny how the game is like,
Alert,
it is kind of intelligently designed to be like, it will punish you for just tearing off in front. Because like,
which
there's
is kind of what you want to do for the
information.
rest of the stages.
Yeah, but there's like critical information you need before.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Okay, now dodge the cannonball. Fuck.
Hi, Pedro.
Hello.
Come on.
Okay, that ball despawned at the exact perfect moment.
Ooh,
Let's go.
Jordan's overtaking. Was. Oh, no, it's still close.
Going around the
Serpentine.
outside, around the outside.
Serpentine.
Let's go,
Like a
let's go.
boss.
Yes.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go.
It's a goal.
No, Merc.
It's me, Mario.
I got the
15.1%
cannon
of
climb
players
achievement.
have beaten this fucking. Hey, our old friends.
It's the trucks.
Country roads take me home to the truck I belong.
You'll notice Pro Strat player on account of 4 is implementing his isolation don't touch me strategy. All right.
Oh, hi, Pedro.
Hello.
Oh. Oof.
Nope.
Yeah, let's avoid the Oh shit, there's a thin truck coming.
With spikes.
Yes.
Oh, it's just the two of us.
Fuck.
There's looks like Alan over there. Oh.
Yes.
Quit following me.
Ah, no! All right. Well,
Damn it.
all right, it's just... All right. I thought I thought I would get a little clever for my britches, and it backfired.
Oh, okay. I fell just after Jordan. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
At least
Very
I lost
nice.
to you two losers. Oh, I'm the host now? Great. I have all the power.
It's whoever's first on the thing, apparently.
Yep.
I guess that makes sense. Where do I go to... Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to leave the party. No.
Yeah, you have to leave the party and go back to the...
Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to hang out.
All right.
So, someone dropped.
Yes, let me know when we're ready to go.
Oh, it was, Gameatron.
Oh, okay.
I don't see a flick nice. Are you joining again, Gameatron? Did you just went to check the things? Yeah, there we go.
Listen, we all need our fucking Skinner box. I get it.
Spin the wheel.
When you say Skinner, I think about what's his name from Skinner from X-Files.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think I would-
Special Agent Skinner.
Yeah,
I always think of Principal Skinner.
that would that's a valid one too. No,
Seymour!
No, it's the children.
Seymour! My name is Armin Tamzeri.
my name is Fuck This Being the First Level. Get out there and find them, boys. Find them blocks.
Oh god, I lost track of myself.
Fuck.
Uh-huh. You know what? Somebody's got to YOLO this shit. All right, fine.
There we go.
Ah!
Right.
No.
Oh!
Oh, come on.
Very
Let's
good.
go.
I think you got it.
I got it.
I peed a little. Oh, it's like a carnival thing. I'm like, who's this fucking Super Saiyan at the bottom? Like that's not
shit, man!
Oh.
I might buy Goku.
all right.
Cannonball chaos.
Go left.
Oh, these are splodies.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Fuck all this.
Push me up. Fuck. No. Stuck between the bumper and the bomb.
Yeah.
When the bullet hits the bomb.
Okay, fine, I'll go around.
Oh fuck! No! No! It spawns me right at the fucking beginning.
No!
You piece of shit! Didn't even checkpoint it. Wow, that's poopy.
Gimme. Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh, no.
No, fly, you fool. Oh, fuck. You got wrecked again. What the hell? Don't run it. Don't run into it.
Fuck.
Yeah. I got fucked over real hard.
It
I was
kept
right at the
respawning
end.
me under the thing.
I got right to the end of the section, and then I got exploded over the rail, and that started me at the very beginning. And I'm like, just before the checkpoint.
I guess I'm just watching the final race then.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. All right, this one's not too bad. All right, come on. I guess Alan. Who am I rooting for?
Gameatron.
Yeah, go Gameatron. You know what?
to win.
Go Gameatron. You frickin' toaster robot.
No.
Make me toast.
No!
No! It's gonna be Misfit or Player UAD AVG. It's gonna be AVGN. It's gonna take us back to the past.
No!
Oh, not even an LGC placement. That's some boo. That's some
Gosh,
poopy.
dang it.
Gosh dang it,
We
Bobby.
got Beat Bike Hip.
Whenever you say whep, the fucking the WebRTC thing for OBS, I just think of Hank Hill. Whep.
Oh,
Whop.
I think of like you mean whip?
Whep.
Whip?
Oh, I'm the host now.
All right, I'm gonna check my shit because I got
Web
new-
RTC.
Hey, I got stars.
All right, let me go see. Damn it, peer pressure. How do we get to it?
Just
Free prices.
yeah, and
click on
anything
the
with like a
free
little
prices.
red thing. Yeah.
Lucky wheel.
Yeah, free. Spin it.
No, I wanted to be special. I'm not.
Oh, I got it. Okay, so it's the T-less skin you can unlock.
Oh, I only get one of those every 8 hours.
Yeah, and then you have the missions when you on the main menu on the top right. And spam.
Spam, 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 spam.
How do I change my avatar?
If you go to customize,
Mm-hmm.
Do I get any good skins yet?
you just have the one.
Or the standard ones.
Yeah.
Oh,
You might have some like colors or emotes or shit. I don't know.
I put the room code in Discord.
thank you.
Oh, that's also helpful. Beverly Hills 91218. I don't want to wait for my Stumblecast to be over.
All right, this is gonna be the last one. And we'll wind it down.
That's good. I got some cold noodles and steak to microwave. I'm so hungry.
Telling you, man, come back to my place, microwave some steaks, get out some ketchup.
I'm not gonna microwave the steak. I'm gonna microwave the noodles.
Red leader, this is blue leader. Who's the party leader?
Okay, 6 people. There we go. We got everyone now.
Oh, we got 32 people.
Now. We are Legion.
People play this game on their phones.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's probably why we're kicking their ass.
Then what's our excuse when we lose? Oh, they're playing keyboard and mouse.
Lag.
Hacks.
Yeah,
It's a name bot.
traitors. Aim jumpers.
Ah, this shit
It's
again.
this one again.
Oh. I hate. Wow, that's a fucking cool ass helicopter.
Right?
Blade a helicopter.
Danger jump.
Oh, god damn it.
Ah, everyone
Danger
just
jump
kind of. Yeah, everyone
You know
kind of just fell.
We're just gonna play this cool.
Oh,
Fuck this
no.
particular block.
I hate my life.
No, and it got me again. That block has no chill. It wants nothing.
Okay, still safe.
Oh no. Oh, it's still left. I'll take that. Don't deserve it, but I'll take it.
Oh my god, I made it.
Oh. 12. No!
Oh,
I didn't make
no,
it.
I didn't make it either. Ah.
Wrecked by my own.
Yeah, I was being too careful, and then I was too.
So we're watching Mr. Alert? Is that
Yeah,
it?
pretty
Is he
much,
the only
yeah.
one who made it?
All right, well, you know what? It's an easy last one for the night. Let me tell you.
Aw, this one looks fun.
Oh yeah, damn! This is like planets and
Oh,
Fargates and
Fargates.
shit. Damn. I want that chopper though. Looks dope as hell.
Where you just need to get to it.
Get to the chopper, man.
Get to pay.
I still cannot forgive Alien versus Predators or Aliens versus Predators
Gallant.
for having that like whiny white kid say, "Get to the chopper." You ruined it.
Yeah, that's what it was. Rest of the movie, cinematic masterpiece. That.
I mean, you know what? I can take or leave a fucking schlock film about like sexy teenagers getting murdered by aliens in high school.
I was like excited about the movie, then I realized that like she very clearly like 6 or 7 minutes into it. I'm like, nope, I don't want to watch this.
Yeah, the first one was pretty good though.
Alan on drugs.
Mr. Alert.
He's just like, no, if I do the same thing again.
Alan, you got to use the Force. Nope.
Oh.
All right. Well, who of our remaining people? Oh, Chopper guy's gone. Who we got? Ninja. We got fucking Earthbenders. We got a gummy bear. We got
somebody that can summon candy corn.
We got
There's
Death with an electric guitar. Yeah, like that's pretty cool. Ice Caramba. Oh wow, this one looks pretty fucky.
Yeah, we've done that one before.
Yeah,
that
I remember
one,
that ending.
You just slide all the way down.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be following Freddy X, smiley face.
I'm following CS Pietro because he's the cool Grim Reaper anime character.
I like how these kids got time to like throw it onto fucking emotes and shit while they're racing.
It's just the D-pad, so just tap it there, then.
Boosts. Come on, Pietro, you got it. You got it. Go Freddy. Oh. Second place, not good enough. Geisha, Kimia.
Geisha won.
All right.
I see Geisha's mad. I just think of murder robots.
Yeah, Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right. Well, I guess.
Lave.
On that what fart?
We did okay, not bad.
Yeah.
At least this game knows how to close properly, unlike any Ubisoft title.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to close the other client that it's running.
Yeah, right? Where are we at with like games that you can't jump in?
I think in 2024, if Left 4 Dead could do it, like, where's your fucking excuse?
Well, I keep thinking
even
about
if
this.
If it's competitive, like, you at least give people a chance to join in as a spectator to watch the people in that lobby and then join them once they're done.
Where the fuck did spectator modes go?
Yeah.
I would say behind a paywall, but they're not even smart enough to do that.
Like, I guess it's Twitch now. They don't need it. Twitch is the spectator mode now.
But what about like actual physically being able to jump in a video game?
Like to enter the world, like jump into it.
No, being
or
able
like,
to like get your feet off the fuck mothering ground. I've run into this. Now, the first time I encountered this in recent memory where it like started to bug me immediately was playing The Witcher 2.
Okay.
You cannot jump in The Witcher 2. Not an option.
Okay, so like the amount of like tutorializing and like systems and shit, or just how intuitive it is,
or actually being able to physically jump in the
This is
game.
what I'm talking about. Traversal. Feet off, lift off ground, jump.
oh, just, like
Vaulting.
actually jump in the game, like
No, the other jump. Yes, jump.
Like, well, when you say
Like jump
like
in
jump,
the game as in just jump into the
yeah,
game.
Foot
I'm
off
just gonna-
ground.
Okay. Jump. We're talking about jumping in games.
game.
Yeah.
In
Okay.
game.
Yes. Well, clamoring is like the other thing that you can do in games now. You can like hold down a button and like parkour over everything. That's kind of like replace jumping.
Auto traversal, yes.
It's just, it limits the playstyle. I've run into this, like The Witcher 2. When I got done, I beat The Witcher 2. And the first thing I did because I waited until The Witcher 3 had already been out before I even played The Witcher 2. The first thing I did when I got into Witcher 3 was to see if I could fucking jump. I got like, yes, I can jump. Because it limits your traversal. Like, I've been playing Evil West. And you can't jump in that. You can dodge and do all the other shit, but you can't jump, which means that they're not going to put anything in the level to where you could fall off. Anything.
Jumping is contextual.
It's like, so now I don't even, I'm not even thinking about when I'm like going through these levels. I just hold forward and let him fucking figure it out until he gets to the next arena.
Well, I wonder if it's like an interesting game design problem just in general, because like adding that other dimension of verticality to your game means that like you can bypass stuff. Like if I can cheese my way over this wall or this barrier or even these enemies, like a bunch of Left 4 Dead speedruns involve getting a bunch of zombies in a corner and then jumping on top of them and getting like shot over a thing. So like, I don't know, as a level designer, like that does create complexity, I guess. And I guess it's an easy solution to say like, oh, well, we're just gonna not let you jump.
Not let you jump, and it's you can tell from like the design, like they spend a lot of time to try to not make it look like you're on a slot rail. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like you can only go here and only go
it's like a 2-dimensional game, really. Like
yeah. Which is a weird take when you're in, you know, a Devil May Cry, because this is effectively Devil May Cry as far as the like fighting.
Do you get like launch attacks and stuff?
Yeah.
And you can't use that for traversal though.
No.
So the only time you can do it is like when there's an enemy and you're like air juggling them or shit.
Right. Like there's no way to like in everything, you know, if you need to achieve elevation or de-elevation, it's always like the marker thing, you know, where you come up to the thing and you hit it and you go.
Contextual jumping, yes.
and not really.
Would you care to participate in the discussion of contextual jumping, Pedro Mateus?
Here's the thing. I like Dark Souls and the jumping mechanic in Dark Souls. It's there, but it shit.
Sucks.
Yeah. Which is why Elden Ring is a much better game in that respect.
That I don't like that. I also don't like invisible walls.
Yeah,
which
like,
is part of the reason why I didn't like Fallout New Vegas as much as Fallout 3.
There's something to be said about like if you're gonna limit me in the environment, like you can like I don't know, an invisible wall in like the sense of like in say a desert or whatever. If I go off the trail and I just die because like you've just wandered off into the desert and you dehydrated, that's what happens if you do that, right? Like I feel that's an acceptable like compromise, I guess.
Yeah, but don't put like shit that I can clearly see there's other shit over there to go fuck with.
Yes.
But
yeah. Oh, like,
there's like a chest-high wall, and you can't traverse it. So
Pallet Town in Pokemon is awful for that. The place where you start off, because there's grass on the sides of the town that you just can't access. And you're told wild Pokemon exist in the grass. So many fucking playground legends existed about like, oh, if you can get into the grass outside of Pallet Town, you can get like Peekaboo and Mew 3 and shit. I remember that stuff. Like, it's frustrating as a player to be like it's clearly there. Why can't I go there? As opposed to like I can go there. Oh, I died, or like it's an infinite death pit. Okay, I get it. Don't go there. Sure.
Yeah,
like
make the limitations organic. It's like I go like, there and something happens to me.
But at the same time, though, if I'm not making a platformer or I'm not making a game that's about jumping, and I have an area you can fall off of, then like. You run the risk of like people just doing that as part of traversal, or if an enemy like gets you in that area, the fall becomes a threat, and that may not be part of your intended gameplay. So, but again, that's all about your scenario design and how you construct these things. You may have to like kill your darlings. That's a big one. Sometimes you get this idea in your head of like this cool set piece, and you want it to go this way, but it just doesn't work. The players get there and it doesn't go the way you want it to. And sometimes you just got to throw it out and be like, no, the situation is different now because this is what the players actually want or need to do, right?
But do you know what will fix this? No jumping.
Yeah, just limit the player and make traversal contextual.
I mean, shit was like weird, man. When they were experimenting with it, I remember by default, if you play the original Quake, mouse look wasn't enabled by default.
It was there, but it was disabled.
Fucking number lock too.
Yeah,
by default.
You were using 4, 6, 8, 2, whatever.
I was playing. First time I played Quake was at a cyber cafe. Remember those? Probably not. Yep. You're too young. I was young when I was at it too. I was a fucking teenager, and like I was playing, and the guy walked over and he said, "Check this out." And he held down number lock and he said, "Move your mouse." And I'm like, "Holy fuck! No wonder." Like, it never occurred to me. That's why I couldn't shoot those motherfuckers.
He's not just left and right anymore. You can look up and down.
Yeah, I mean, I was aware that this was the fully first 3D game. That's why I wanted to play it. It just never occurred to me that I'm like, wait a minute, huh? Years and years and years of Doom and Quake and Wolfenstein. Well, Doom.
Duke Nukem 3D.
Yeah.
All of the Doom engine games, like your Hexens and your Heretics.
Stuck to the flow. You couldn't.
Which is
you couldn't
one of
jump
the things
into
that I'd. This is speaking of one of the things that I do on the Steam Deck, because I like to play Doom 2 on the Steam Deck, but in GZ Doom I disable.
Do you know? The Steam Deck doesn't have a jog dial.
You can simulate
it has
one
the
with the
trackpads, but I
touchpad.
don't use those either. I just have like the left analog stick for
Accelerometer only.
the movement of the character, and then the right analog stick is just look left and right if I, because I disabled the up and down on the right analog stick because Doom didn't have look up and down, so don't fuck with me.
Okay, hold up. So apparently there's a Spawn Humble Bundle that has, it has like all the comics. Damn. Like Todd McFarlane.
Yeah, no, I don't want to play with the gyros. I just want left and right on the right analog stick and the left analog stick for movement, and shoot on the left trigger and open doors on the left bumper. It's like, there, done.
Fucking door sound, dude. Remember making fun of my friend because he had a 386 and like the doors when they opened and fucking Doom like paused for a second.
Have you guys heard of Vermis?
Sure, what is it?
It's a book that like describes a game that doesn't exist and like explains like level mechanics and like strategies and like lore about this video game that was never actually made. And they don't actually like show you any photos of it, but it's like of like the gameplay, but that has a lot of art. It's like this guy, Vermis.
Lost Dungeons and Forbidden Woods.
Yeah. It's like a guide to a game that never existed.
Somebody probably has it in their collection. They have no idea.
It's pretty new. It's like came out a couple years ago.
15 euros.
Little man.
Put that shit in my hand.
If that money doesn't show, then you owe me, oh.
Jungle Love. What? Un videojuego que?
Videojuego que no existe. A video game that doesn't
Does
exist.
not exist, yeah. Now with googly eyes.
Oh, is that Dyson logo? He does that.
Oh.
He puts googly eyes on that shit.
Oh, some vintage clickbait thumbnails.
Yeah.
Old school.
Googly eyes need to make a comeback.
Or the stretched out eyes. Okay. I don't know a lot about Mr. Beast, but all of his picture and all of his thumbnails are fucking horrifying.
Yes.
Because he is the beast. The beast of Revelation 666.
Not intentionally, I think.
The Last of Us. Okay.
Like, look at those eyes, dude. They look like I shooped them on.
Yeah, a little bit.
That one's not bad, honestly.
No.
Okay.
That looks like a shooped on smile. Yeah.
Look at the eyes between the. They seriously look like they've been copied and pasted.
Mm-hmm.
Those teeth are a little too white. Yeah.
Like. Oh, shorts. That's not.
I
true.
hunted 100 people. God damn it, Mr. Beast. I
Plausible
convinced 1,000
deniability.
people
Never
to
heard
give
of
me
it.
their kidneys. Here's the sculpture I built.
I don't know. Everything I've read about that guy, it seems like he's a cool cat. So
Yeah. Doesn't seem like an awful human being. My understanding is it's basically a game show.
I mean, yeah, good. Made it work. All right, everybody. There's a cold steak that needs to get eaten. You're not gonna heat it
Microwave
up.
the shit out of this thing.
I don't mind cold steak. I don't mind cold food. That doesn't bother me. Cold noodles bother me, but I'm gonna microwave those and I'm gonna mix the steak in. I'll just slice the steak up and I'll put it in with the hot noodles.
Yes.
And that'll warm the steak
It's
up.
sukiyaki. They're done.
The steak's cooked. It's been cooked for a while. I cooked it already this morning.
Fuck steak tartare. You want steak burr.
I want steak tar.gz.
That's a good t-shirt idea. I don't know where I'd go with it.
Steak.tar.bz too.
I'm just like steak tar.gz. I don't know what it would do for the image though.
Compress it.
A box of steaks?
Flat packed steaks.
Flat steak? Flank steak? I don't know.
Aromatic Dev, have I tried Korean cold noodles? No? I mean, I've eaten cold Korean food, but like, I don't know if this is a specific dish.
Cold noodles. I don't know, man. I've never been in a situation where I was like had to make a decision about like eating cold noodles. I don't normally.
I mean, man, I used to live in Little North Korea, and there was like a ton of Korean restaurants there. That's what the place is fucking called. Don't laugh, Pedro. But yeah, like I don't know. I've not tried that dish specifically, cold noodles.
I wonder if that's like a legit dish or like.
I mean, any dish is legit if you pay enough money for it, right?
Depending on what I paid for it. Yeah. Give me the cold noodles.
I paid $300 for these cold noodles, and god damn it, I'm going to enjoy them.
All right. Well, beautiful people. I don't have any cold noodles to eat, but
Do you have cold cabbage? Do you have pickled jalapenos?
I got fresh jalapenos.
Okay.
I mean, what passes for like fresh? Like they're indestructible these days, dude. Like if you get the organic ones, those things fuck off in about a week, man. But if you just get like the prepackaged one from Aldi's, those will last about a month. They don't care.
I mean, that's
All
how
them
most things work,
preservatives.
Emotron. Usually only eat things once.
Coward.
It's the human centipede. You only eat that one thing once, even though it gets eaten multiple
Human
times.
centipede. And
The
man, I was
centipede.
yeah, dude, I was watching Trey and Matt like doing their live stage show. They went through like that. I had actually paid to go see that, dude. They did Gay Fish
Okay.
live, and it was well done, man.
Yep.
Hey, beautiful people. BB. Till
Bye-bye.
next time. Bye-bye.
Boobles.
A nice little country ditty. Folk music, they say. Man, I really wish we had like old music. That's going to be a weird thing. Like, how are they going to misclassify